just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything.
He destroys. My mouth speaks the praise of Yah, and let all flesh bless his set apart name forever and
And
ever.
never. All praise.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise
Man,
Yah,
all
man.
praise to the Most
Praise the
High,
Most
Praise
High.
man.
y'all. Praise y'all.
Hey, y'all nasty, boy. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all know how to get somebody's spirit jump. Hallelujah.
All praise.
Hallelujah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Selling they soul, liquor and dope. Letting go of the rope, young and the old, slippery slope. Proverbs 1 and 24 is the cause of our woes. We don't even know. So many in the city like a father. Ain't no winning till we turn back to the Father. No quitting, remain willing to go harder for the Abba.
You got good people out there. You still got to follow the
Told us
commandments.
that the money come with problems and we got no way to solve them. If you got it, then you got them. Best believe that, bro. Open up the Bible, you will find yourself
And
inside.
this is the message which we have heard from him and announced to you, that Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at
In the
all.
scriptures, love life and put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to
I was
put the
thinking
Father
when actually
over
since you said that, I was looking
everything.
at
Care
Psalm
less about the
66,
power.
and
You
that's
could
what is
keep the
going on.
rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over
That's when that lust kick in, man. You always got to be dealing with that
SOE
fight,
like a
that daily
mistletoe,
flesh
that's the
fight
way it
every
go. But
day,
we don't do paganism.
Every
every
day.
day.
Jews look strange to Americans. They ain't used to seeing Torah keeping people with no Satan in them. Some of us only keep the
I was
laws
able
in
to
our
connect
actions.
to
Other
one of
family
our
members got the
elders in
fingers on their
Africa
linens. We want one
of
silver,
the
one
Limba
two
tribe.
till we discover the truth. In that days we be doing something different. We follow the Abba to the T with no permission. Wrestling for blessings like your code. We on a mission. Fully understanding we're the vehicle to bring the truth to others while maintaining that Yahuwah is the engine. I don't think you heard me. I said Yah must be the engine. The Messiah came in his name. He is on one accord with him. In this land of Kiddim, always second guess doctrine that's polytheistic and not keeping the Father central. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the
I don't think the Most
power.
High
You
made a
could
mistake.
keep the
That's how I look
rings.
at it.
I'm just
He
trying
knew
to
what was
put the
going on. He knew what he was
Father
going to do.
over
He knew how it was
everything.
going to play out. You know what I'm saying? He
Right on.
declared the
Everything. I'm
end
just
from the
trying to
beginning.
put the
So if it went like that,
Father over
it
That's
meant
all.
to
It's
go
supposed
that
to
way.
go like
everything.
that.
Less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. Father over everything. Power. You could keep the rings. Father over everything. Yeah, yeah,
But I know y'all Hebrews, and I know it's late. So Shabbat Shalom. I love y'all, man. Oh,
Love,
Love
bro.
you
Too,
too.
bro.
most high y'all.
Love, brothers.
Hey, Shabbat.
Hey, Psalm 87. Whenever you're ready.
Yes, sir. Psalms 87. His foundation is in the set apart mountains. Yahuwah loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Esteemed matters are spoken of you, O city of Elohim, Selah. I mentioned Rahab and Babel to those who know me. See, O Philistine Zor, with Cush. This and that one was born there. And of Zion it is said, each one was born in her. For the Most High himself does establish her. Yah does right. In the register of the peoples, this one was born there, Selah. And the singers and the players on instruments, all my fountains are in you. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Hallelujah. Okay. All right.
So since we hitting that, I don't know if you want to start at 1 in this shit of Hermas, or we can jump to 5. It don't really matter. We can read.
What you mean?
Because I really wanted to get to that 5, but even starting at
Chapter
1.
5?
Yeah, but even starting at 1, it's still good. You feel me? I guess we can just read them through. I guess we got time.
Okay. Okay, I started off.
Okay.
When I had prayed at home and was sat down upon the bed, a certain man came in to me with a reverent look, and the habited of shepherd, clothed with a white cloak, having his bag upon his back,
Hey,
and his
scroll
staff.
down. Hey, because I don't see where you at right now. In the book. I'm reading out the book.
Are you reading out the book?
Sure.
Let me see if I go here. Matter of fact, right here.
Yes, sir.
This is where you want. First note, because that wasn't even chapter 1. It's just introduction. That was the introduction.
Okay, yeah, go to at 1. We can start. All right, matter of fact, we can start. Yeah, we can start at 1.
All right. Let me see. Where it start? How it start? First of all, believe that there is one Elohim who created and framed all things of nothing into a being. He comprehends all things and is only immersed, not to be comprehended by any, who can neither be defined by any words nor conceived by the mind. Therefore, believe in him and fear him, Abstain from evil. Keep these things and cast all lust and iniquity far from thee, and put on righteousness, and thou shalt live to Elohim, if thou shalt keep his commands. Is that the end of?
Yeah,
okay.
Introduction to it, I guess we'll say.
Okay. Want me to keep going?
Sure.
He said unto me, have simplicity and be innocent. Be innocent and without disgust. So shalt thou be like an infant who knows no malice, which destroys the life of man. Especially see that thou speak evil of none, nor willingly hear anyone speak evil of any. Oh, okay. So that's where it says you got to guard your senses, right? Don't speak evil of nobody, and don't even try to hear anybody speaking evil of anything, right?
Or about somebody else, right?
Right.
Because I guess you got like that Athenian version, whatever it's trying to tell you, that Athenian version, that Greek version, right? But right here it say, first then speak evil of no one, nor listen with pleasure to anyone who speaks evil of another.
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's see. All right, 3. For if thou observest not this, thou also who heareth shall be partakers of sin of him that speaketh evil by believing the slander. Right. Believing the slander. And thou also shalt have sin, because thou believest him that spoke evil of thy brother.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like partaking in a sin when you speaking evil of a brother and you don't even know the situation.
Right. And that's like that Romans 1:32, I believe it is. You can kind of compare it.
Okay. Detraction is a pernicious thing, an inconsistent, evil spirit that never continues in peace, but is always in discord. Wherefore refrain thyself from it, and keep peace evermore with thy brother. Put on an holy consistency,
It say
in which you say, go ahead.
this version,
This kind of made me want to read out my book too.
right. I know. It say put on a holiness in which there is no wicked cause of offense, but all deeds that are composed and joyful.
Yeah, it's got a lot of Greek in it. Let me get the book, man. I guess I just had to be on screen today, right? You got the book too, don't you, Jermaine?
Which book is this in?
That's in that 54
Yeah.
book Apocrypha.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See. What page is it at?
690.
690.
Yeah. Close to the end. Yeah, it's better to pull from the back, go forward.
Yeah, I need my microphone glass, my microphone glass. No, I'm serious.
Oh yeah. These ain't all that appealing, right? 690. Okay, here we go.
You was on commandment 2, verse
Okay.
4.
Got my light on, man. Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can find this thing, man.
Okay.
Damn, and it's right here.
I ready to turn that camera on.
You know, you don't get to see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn my camera on today.
Yeah.
You know, they need somebody. I know they probably be like, man, ain't got nobody handsome on the screen because dude always got his thing on. You know what I'm saying?
They be saying.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's like he calmly like Joseph was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better though, fam. Wow.
Right.
Or with that with the
Yep.
what with the
Yes,
glass.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Words so big and pretty now.
Right. I can read the smallest print.
Wow. Yeah, that's real.
plug my phone in for it down.
Hmm.
All right, here we go.
Got your
I'm
man.
gonna just start over from the top. Commandment 2.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. He said to me, "Be simple and guileless, and you will be as the children who do not know the wickedness that ruins the life of men.
Mm.
First, then, speak evil of no one, nor listen with pleasure to anyone who speaks evil of another."
And it say listen with pleasure, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
loving that gossip that they give you. They speaking that evil. You loving it, right?
Right, right. But if you listen, you will partake of the sin of him who speaks evil. Hey, that's a deep statement right there, too, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because a lot of us listen to somebody slandering another person. And when sometimes you don't want to hear, you just be like, man, I don't
Hey,
even want to hear some of this negativity that's spewing out your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
right, they do it all day on the reality shows. That's what the reality shows based on, right?
Nice song. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's
Hey,
just
I like
crazy.
it.
This put me in the mind of that when you see the monkey with the no hands over his mouth, hands over his eyes, and hands over his ears.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah.
I don't
Where
know
you
that
like?
one.
I think I
Like,
know what you're
hear
talking
no
about.
evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Oh yeah. I ain't see. I know what you're talking about the saying, but I ain't seen the actual monkey. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the Most High hate that discord amongst brethren. So like you can't, like you said, like you can't enjoy listening to that discord either. You know, like you have no pleasure in that. So that makes sense. Man.
Right.
Joe.
I mean, yeah, cause like yeah, like y'all said, everybody do it. Even little sports shows. You know what I'm saying? Sports
Mm-hmm.
shows you talk about, like you watch Stephen A. Smith or whatever. You know, man, it's a lot of wickedness in this world, and you can see how the Most High don't want us even fighting and arguing amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He don't want nothing but love flowing from one to the next.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But if you listen, you will partake of the sin of him who speaks evil. And simply because, like, that's just like him saying, turn your cheek. Revenge is his mind. Vengeance is mine. Cause like he preparing you for the kingdom. Cause there ain't gonna be none of that evil speaking and none of that
Oh,
stuff in the kingdom.
for
Right.
sure.
If you believe the slander which you hear for believing it, you will also have something to say against your brother. Right.
Man.
We're like, yeah, he do be doing that too. And you
Right.
know what else he do?
And
You
that
know what I'm saying?
and now not only like you say you believe it, that's a big thing. You believe the statement, and now like you say, the same slander coming out your mouth now.
Not your mouth
Right.
too. Yeah.
Hey, and I'm guilty of this too, so I gotta watch myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about reading. You see this stuff and you're like, man, I gotta watch what I'm doing now.
Yeah. Constantly knocking
So,
you upside the head.
right.
Constantly.
And then this just a part, like you say, you know, a righteous man falls 7 times. So when we say, okay, yeah, we got to do better, we really like can't just say it out of our mouth, but we got to be about it, right? Like you just
Sure.
said,
Gotta be about it.
preparing us for His kingdom, right?
Right. And there ain't gonna be no sin in there, right? So
Oh,
and just think about how the brothers slander all the people that walk past them on the corner too, though. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like a lot of people don't even know what they're getting themselves into. All right. Thus then, will you be guilty of the sin of him who slanders? For slander is evil and an unsteady demon.
Mm.
Mm. It never abides in peace, but always remains in discord.
Always.
Yeah, always. Man, oh man. Keep
And
yourself from it.
and
Huh?
and it say slander itself is a demon. It remind me like that Testament to Solomon, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like an evil demon for every like action, like an action of anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fornication, or you know what I'm saying? These are demons. You feel me?
Demons. Like even that angel that stand by the door of your house to cause confusion in your house. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And like Paul said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
For
Exactly.
sure.
It never abides in peace, but always remain in discord. Keep yourself from it, and you will always be at peace with all. And that's
Okay.
true too.
Sure.
Put on a holiness in which there is no wicked cause of offense, but all deeds that are composed and joyful. Practice goodness,
Mm.
and from the rewards of your labors, which Elohim gives you, give to all the needy in simplicity, not hesitating as to whom you are to give or not to give.
Oh, so that's talking about showing that partiality, right?
Right.
And that's talking about it's a practice goodness, and then they give us a way of practicing goodness, right? You know what I'm saying? Give with simplicity. I believe it's a give to all the needy in simplicity. That's a way of
Right.
practicing goodness, right?
Like I say, which Elohim gives you, give to all the needy in simplicity, not hesitating as to whom you are to give or not to
But not
give.
to give. Give
Right.
to all.
Give to all, for
Mm.
Elohim wishes his gifts to be shared among all, right? Um, that means, like he said in the book of Melchizedek, he created man so they all live in harmony with one another, right?
And we just read that earlier. I think in the discussion last week when it said when we was first in Egypt, how we lived with brotherly love. There wasn't no evil amongst us. You feel me?
Right. Wasn't no Satan there in the time
Wasn't
of
no,
uh who was that we was reading about? Um
when we first got to Egypt.
Talking about Joseph. Joseph.
yeah, Joseph. Yeah, wasn't no Satan bothering nobody as long as Joseph was alive, right?
All right.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, 6. Hey, that's a good one. Let me read the end of that again. He said, for Elohim wishes his gifts to be shared among all.
And it make you think about the filthy rich. You feel me? It's like as rich as the people are, it shouldn't be nobody poor in the land. You feel me?
Right. And to think to be rich like that, you got to be stubborn with your money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to try to get over on the next man to get more and more.
Right.
And it become like a cycle. Like, nah, I'm about my money. I'm about my money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All right, 6. They who receive will render an account to Elohim and why and for what they have received. So everybody who gets something gonna have a account. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or why you gave it.
And then think about it. When you do give, when you pass by, somebody homeless and you give them money, what the first they say? God bless you.
God bless
You
you.
know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then the Most High taking account of that. You feel me? Because he know
Right.
when he say God bless you, he know the Elohim that we serve. You know what I'm talking about? So the Most High taking account of that, just like it say in the book of Sirach, is letting you know, man, you give these alms and you give it to the poor, and the poor, right, cry on your account, Most High gonna see that. But if you don't give to them and the poor cry out, the Most High still gonna see that and reward
Right.
you according to that deed that you did or did not do.
And then the Most High looking at that person like, why you need him to give you something? What you do in your life? If you would have did this, you wouldn't be asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna have an account rendered to them. And why they had to get money from you, or whatever from you, what they did in their life. Because it said, they who receive will render an account to Elohim why and for what they have received. Why did you get it? And for what reason? Is it because you didn't go to work, you got fired, now you need somebody else to take care of you? You know what I mean? For the afflicted who receive will not be condemned, but they who receive on false pretenses will suffer punishment.
So that be that be that judgment. That's why the Most High and I'm realizing that right now too, reading this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I see a Gentile on the corner, I'll be like, you know, and my old saying used to be like, especially when I see a Gentile white person, I was like, man, if you out here poor and you white, man, you failed in life, period. Because you know this, man. Come on, man. If you white out here, come on, man. Straight up. Let's just be real. You feel me? So sometimes I do pass by a Gentile poor in the corner. I'll be like, man, you know. But now the
I be the same way too.
Most High saying, man, still give to them. And if they and they don't really need it, man, he still gonna suffer punishment on you know, because he asking on false pretenses. He don't even really need this money, but he out here. Because sometimes I see a gent, I'm like, why he got Nikes on? You know, I'm judging his outfit, all that. You feel me? You know
yeah. And then at the same time, man, that's deep, man. Cause like you be like, man, my people out here poorer than you. You know what I'm saying? You look like you can work. Why ain't you working? And you know, you pass by them and say these things. Right. And the
Well,
Most
honestly,
High, man,
I'm honestly, me myself, I've been guilty of like going to certain gas stations that I frequently go to, and basically seeing the same brother constantly out there. I ain't
every
gonna even
day.
lie. I've even went as far as to like, man, brother, you know, don't do this to me every time you see me.
Right.
You know, don't ask me for my change every time you see me.
Yeah.
Whereas I have given it, but it basically become a routine and like an expectation, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's I ain't gonna lie.
Now you want to go to the gas station, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, me
And
too.
like I said, I physically done told the cat, man, look, brother, don't do that to me. Don't sit here and ask me for my change every single time you see me, man. You know,
you talking about on the end too. I know who you talking about too.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
I ain't gonna stop. You know, I know exactly who you talking to because he be ready to wipe windows and all that, right?
Yeah, just
running
I
around.
don't know. I mean, but even this proving that you know you ain't even supposed to do that though. You know what I'm saying? So I think we all basically getting knocked upside the head over this.
Right.
Yeah. And then you gotta think about the homeless man. He homeless yesterday. He gonna be homeless today too. He needed to eat yesterday. He needed to eat today too. You know what I mean?
And that's why and that's why he's saying, if you got it to give, you feel me? It ain't nothing man like saying, man, here go dollar. Feel me? You got it to give. You feel me? It might bother you, but and this our job as being servants of the Most High. You feel me? If that homeless man again say, God bless you, Most High gonna look down and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna bless you for sure. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You my servant. You feel me? You doing what I'm requiring you to do. And like you said, this just our like you say, humbleness. You feel me? The Most High humbling it right now. Like, man, yeah, y'all need to step y'all game up as servants of mine.
Because the script do say he who lends to the poor lends to the Most High, right?
Right.
And the scripture do say also, get you treasures in heaven, you know,
for sure.
And that's how you get treasures.
Just simply giving alms, that's another way to get forgiven for sin. So you know that's big at the Most High. So.
Hey, I pull up that Sirach 4 one time real quick, and let's just read that 4 and 1. We're gonna read it just down to 7. Then we'll jump back to this. Okay. Okay, I hear you. It say,
Okay.
my son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes wait long. Right?
Right. The needy eyes to wait long. Right. Go ahead.
And that's just what you had said earlier. If he was hungry yesterday, he's hungry today too. You feel me?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Make not a hungry soul sorrowful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Neither provoke a man in his distress.
And I think that's what I do when I tell them that, to be totally honest, when you say that, brother.
Hey,
Right.
you hit it right on the nail, for sure.
Seriously.
And add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need.
Mm-hmm.
Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, right? Because we making our prayers up to the Most High. We supplicating to the Most High, right? And he's supplicating to you like, man, I need another $1 today. You feel me? Don't get it twisted. You know, when you pull up, you know what time it is, right?
You know what time it is. Hey, you see him walking to the car, you might as well go and pull that dollar out right there.
Hey, man, you going to the gas station, you might as well have his $1 ready. Straight up.
Man.
Pull it out.
Real talk, man. This is a good one,
That's
though, brother.
real.
Yeah, this is a good one.
And then to be honest, I mean, like when I give to people, sometimes it seems like I got the extra money. You know what I mean? Like I ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
I mean, it's like you can buy, like, say, like you don't give to somebody, and then you wonder where your money went to. You know what I'm saying? But when you give to somebody, you're like, man, I got extra. I don't even know how I got extra.
Man,
That's how it be. That's how it be.
How it be. And who can you blame for that? Well, you know, blaming the Most High for that one. You feel me?
Right.
Okay, verse 5. Turn not away your eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse you. For if he curse you in bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. Come on, man. That's, so instead of saying God bless you, he like, this nigga know he could have gave. See that? You know
Yeah. F you then. You know what I'm saying? Man,
hey, look, though. Hey, seriously, look. Listen. Look. Hey, my brother doesn't ask me for my change. I'll be like, all right, man, as soon as I get out, man, let me, handle my little business. And I done came out and gave a cat like 40 cents, man. And the Mark looked at me like he had an issue with me, man. Like he wanted to bang me.
Yeah.
And all I could think is it's messed up, family. It's messed up. Because look, the only thing that came to my mind, nigga, say one word, nigga. Say one word about the 40 cents I'm giving you, nigga. Seriously. And read this, I just feel so bogus, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you see how the
real bad, man.
Got the most I be working. Hey, I'm gonna reprove my servant, man. Now just take heed.
Man. And really, it's just like, man, this just show you the Most High's love, and he loved his creation. And just like, what's that book, Gad the Seer, the Shag, don't he say in there? Those who love the Most High love his creation?
Right. Yes, sir.
Hey, that goes back to that word when Most High say, how could you love your brother who you have seen? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't love me who you have not seen.
Right.
Have not seen. Right.
Right. So now we know when we pulling up, we doing the opposite because we showing partiality. We like, man,
all that. Yeah.
All that. Guilty. I know I'm guilty.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Hey, but reading this today, I'm sure gonna work on it. I'm
Well, I
sure gonna work
mean,
on that.
reading it today, you ain't got no other choice but to
Right.
work on
You
it.
ain't got no choice, huh?
Right.
Hey, I ain't trying to be judged on that. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Because
seriously.
the most high gonna pull it up. Well, you remember when you on this day and
Mhm.
y'all read it this day. You feel me?
Real talk, brother.
Hey,
Real talk.
he gonna hey, well, hey, 12, 22, 7,
On the
17 or
real.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you did. I'm gonna put it on the big
Wow.
screen for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Was that it, Doc? Look like that's where it stopped at.
Stop it there, get back to it. You know, I think we all got a lot out of that one. All praise to the most high.
All praise
All
to the Most
praise.
High.
Okay. Um.
Y'all gonna have a nigga going out tonight with the change jar just to get these niggas
Yeah,
changed.
hey, just that right. And he looked like he might need it. You know what I mean?
Ain't gonna even have to ask.
Right. Hey, you need some change, brother? You know
Hey,
what I'm
with the
Real
saying?
talk.
change, with the
Real
change,
talk.
with the change, dog. I got
Oh
the
man, it's crazy.
of course.
Mm.
Where we at,
get
Doc?
you get 40 cents. And you
Yeah, boy, he said, now say something. Go buy you a pack of 9 layers and shut up. You know what I'm saying? I know they ain't 10 cents no more. You can get one pack because you got taxes to pay.
I'll
All
pray.
right. We on verse 6? Let's see.
Yeah, we just read verse 6, verse 7.
Verse 7? Okay.
Finish verse 6 again. It's up to you.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, here's 6 again. They who receive will render an account to Elohim. Why and for what they have received. For the afflicted who receive will not be condemned, but they who receive on false pretenses will suffer punishment. He then who gives is guiltless,
Right.
for as he received from the Most High, so has he accomplished his service in simplicity,
Man.
not hesitating. Damn, that's a fucking nice house. Ah, man. Stay on mute, Yamel. Stay on mute, Doc.
So
I'm saying trying to say something, and y'all like, man.
I ain't gonna put this on. Oh, this is between us right here. she just confirmed it. Nah, y'all ain't posted this one. She just confirmed it. All right.
Well, since we sun stopped. Well, I was just trying to say, ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they
yeah,
be
for sure.
scamming, acting like they don't got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They be rich, and that's what he's talking about right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's to somebody that's living good, but they out here scamming. He said, hey, that's on that's on them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's the thing. That's the crazy thing about it. We can't even be worried about it. We can't even be
Right.
worried
That's
about
why
it as
he's
a
telling
person
us to
reason
still
as to
give.
why.
Right. That's why he's telling us to still give, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when we growing up, we was taught the opposite. We was told like, man, don't we was told to take heed of that. That person might be faking. Don't even give it to him. You know what I'm saying? So, but now we seeing that, hey, we supposed to just, and
We was
give
wrong.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wrong. Yeah.
I was always taught, don't get no grown man no money, man. You don't get no other
Right.
grown man no money, man.
Man. Especially look like they can do stuff on their own too. I be like,
Yeah.
man, why can't you get it on your own? You know, you can come do some work in my yard or something. You know, I be thinking
Yeah, we
like
was
that.
taught this, man. Yeah, man.
That ain't like you say, now we understand that ain't nothing for us to even consider, you know.
For sure. For sure.
Right.
And
Okay.
real quick, one thing too, you gotta also consider like what I notice a lot, and like this mental health is serious out here. A lot of people be messed up in their minds. You know what I'm saying? So I guess these people, they be, like the most. That's why sometimes we gotta thank the Most High for even you know, being in our right state of mind, because we understand, you know, and it's real to, you know, not be in your right state of mind.
For
You know,
sure,
that's
brother.
a real thing.
Yeah. Hey, that what you had just brought up. I got to put something together with these two women because this is the thing that our people need to know about for real.
You say what up?
Like that Sirach that you just brought up, and this here script right here, you need to put something together with them together, you know, because this is something our people need to know about.
Okay. All right, we'll just put this one in. Like you say, love thy neighbor and show no partiality.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because
That's what we just talked about. You feel me?
yeah.
We basically, that's basically what we doing when we looking at somebody and being like, man, I don't know. We already considering why we shouldn't give to them when that shouldn't even be a thought.
Yeah.
Right?
Shouldn't even be a thought that crossed our mind. And it just like how verse 7 even started out. For as he received from the Most High, so as he accomplished his service in simplicity. How do you receive from the Most High? Most High said, I'm the one that give you the strength to go to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that give you the strength to go make the money.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul said we should labor with our hands so that those that don't have can have.
Right. And
some of the script we look right over. Go ahead, Doc.
Nah, you're right. We look right over it. We just say, hey, we just say with our mouths, yeah, we're gonna walk in righteousness. But again, this is showing us a way to practice goodness, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it started off with, practice goodness. And they say we accomplish this deed in simplicity. They're basically saying this ain't even hard to do.
It ain't hard, huh?
I'm giving it to you so you can give. You know what I'm saying? When you got the opportunity.
Right. And what you need 5 cars or whatever like that for, or you know, man, some of the stuff we got, we don't even need. I look around me, you know, some of the stuff that I got, I don't even need.
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt, brother. No doubt.
Like the Most High said, don't worry about what you're gonna eat or what you're gonna drink. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Worry about your clothes and stuff like that. All right.
Hey, man, I just got to say, brothers, honestly, man, it just seemed like every time we read, it'd be exactly what the nigga need, man. Seriously.
Yeah, it do, don't it? No matter
Seriously.
what it is, you'd be like, man.
Seriously.
And all praises to the Most High. Because
All
again,
praises.
he building us up to be servants of him. We're going to be servants of the Most High. He giving us the ways and how to do it, to walk in that narrow path, to walk in his ways, right?
Right up.
All the ingredients, right?
That's how it works. He giving us, I'm telling you how to do it. Now it's about your works. Are you going to do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. And not hesitating as to whom he should give and to whom he should not give. This service, then, if accomplished in simplicity, is glorious with Elohim. He, therefore, who thus ministers in simplicity will live to Elohim.
Right.
So it ain't got to be hard. It's simple. It's treating your neighbor how you want to be treated. That's all it is. It's simplicity.
Right. And that goes back, my bad. But when you said treat your neighbor how you want to be treated, that's what we got to do mentally when we see a situation like that. We just got to be like,
right.
What if I was in his shoes? You feel me?
Right out. Therefore, keep these commandments as I have given them to you, that your conversation, that your conversion and the conversion of your house may be found in simplicity, and your heart may be pure and stainless.
Mm.
That's how you get a pure and stainless heart.
And we gotta understand. And we gotta understand. It says, "I have given you that your conversion and the conversion of your house." So just as we convert, because we gotta understand, we are converts. We might be
right.
people, well, we still converts because we walked in wickedness at one time, right? So we converted
Right.
from wickedness to righteousness. So again,
Right.
building us up how to walk in righteousness as converts from wickedness to righteousness.
And you can say that's us being grafted back in to Israel.
So
Again, because we would have been Jacobites, right?
Jacobites, right?
Not Israelites, Jacobites. All right. Again, he said, y'all want me to hit 3 or somebody else want it?
I'll hit 3. I got my glass, man.
Okay, okay.
Commandment 3. Again, he said to me, love the truth and let nothing but truth proceed from your mouth, that the spirit which Elohim has placed in your flesh may be found truthful before all men.
Mm.
And the most high, who dwells in you, will be glorified, because the Most High is truthful in every word, and in him is no falsehood.
No, praise.
Man.
No, that for
Oh,
sure, right?
praise it.
No,
Right.
sure.
That's why when we did convert, what we say, we came into the truth, right? Because ain't no falsehood in the Most High.
For real.
Mm-hmm. And steady growing.
Right.
To this day. Spiritual weights.
Straight up.
That's
Verse 2.
what we lifting right now. Spiritual weights. Straight
Need
up.
that, trying to get swole out here.
Right.
All right, 2. Therefore, they who lie deny the Most High and rob him, not giving back to him the deposit which they have received. Yeah.
Not get, because the Most High,
Is
give
the one
you
that bless you with what you got, for
Right.
sure.
right.
So now,
For sure.
and now we see, because this ain't no time where, like you say, you used to give the tithes to the Levites. Now the Most High telling you who to give to, right?
Straight up.
Mhm.
Straight up.
That's true. That's very true.
Mm.
Give a 10th to the Most High, and you give a 10th of your pay. Hey, that's true. Let's do it. Let's go, man.
Okay, the middle. For they receive from him a spirit free from falsehood. If they give him back this spirit untruthful, they pollute the commandment of the Most High and become robbers. On hearing these words, I wept most violently. When he saw me weeping, he said to me, why do you weep? And I said, because the Most High, I do not know if I can be saved. Why? He said. And I said, what should I put there? Because
You can say the Most High.
okay.
You could. Yeah, you good. Just want to say, I want to say Lord like that. You can use His name or the Most High, and want to say God, just use Elohim. That's how I be trying to
Okay.
look at it like that.
Yeah, that makes sense like that. Okay. Because I never spoke a true word in my life, but have ever spoken cunningly to all, and have affirmed a lie for the truth to all. And no one ever contradicted me, but credit was given to my word. How then can I live, since I have acted thus? And he said to me, your feelings are indeed right, and your feelings are indeed right and sound. For you ought as a servant of Elohim to have walked in truth, and not have joined in evil conscience with the spirit of truth, nor have caused sadness to the holy and true spirit. And I said,
and that's when Paul say, don't quench the spirit. When we start walking falsely as servants of the Most High, and we don't do according to the Most High ways, we quenching His spirit, right? And he basically,
Right.
nor to have caused sadness to the set apart spirit and true spirit, right? So when we do that, Most High graciously blessed us with His set apart spirit, and we walk contrary to how we should walk in the set apart spirit, we grieving the set apart spirit.
No doubt.
Grieving it out.
No doubt. Verse 6. And I said to him, never, Yah, did I listen to these words with so much attention. And he said to me, now you hear them and keep them, that even the falsehoods which you formerly told in your transactions may come to be believed through the truthfulness of your present statements.
It's like, since they believed before, now you're telling the truth. They still gonna believe you. But it's like,
right.
Now that you hear them, you got to do what? Keep them.
Right? For sure. For even they can become worthy of credit if you keep these precepts, and from this time forward you speak nothing but the truth, it will be possible for you to obtain life. And whosoever will hear this commandment and depart from the great wickedness, falsehood, will live to Elohim.
Say lying, great wickedness. Falsehood is a great wickedness. Come on, man.
Right.
It's how you forsake.
Because I like.
Go ahead, Art.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
No, I was just saying, it say you depart from a great wickedness, which is falsehood, and you live to telling the truth. Come on, there's another commandment telling us how to walk according. It say what we started with: love the truth and let nothing but truth proceed from your mouth.
From your mouth.
Sure. If truth ain't coming out, what's coming out then? Lies.
Right. And then, let's just go back up to verse 4 again. I think it's 4.
4.
Yeah, it said, why? He said, and I said, because, Master, I never spoke a true word in my life, but have ever spoken cunningly to all, and have affirmed a lie for the truth to all, and no one ever contradicted me.
What credit was given.
Yeah, I was just looking at that,
So they ain't even contradict this word. And because, again, they looking at just, all right, put it like this. It's about the preacher man, right?
People yeah. That's what came to my mind reading this.
Right.
Thinking about the preacher man, because they tell a lot of lies, but I don't,
nobody contradict.
Nobody contradict them. Exactly. Exactly.
When you try to tell, I remember when first coming into this truth, still from the awakening, coming into this truth, right? Talking to a woman at the wall, she tried to come at me. I'm talking about, talk to me about the Most High. So I started running into her and inviting me to a church, but she kept on saying, but my preacher said, contradicting, right? She ain't never preacher. She say, yeah, my preacher said, so she ended up inviting me to the church. And I told y'all about that situation. You feel me?
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, so how do we get life? And he was like, you walk the walk and you talk the talk. And I was like, nah, you get life by these commandments. And I stand up to read the commandments. Yeah, I told y'all about the situation. But again, these are people that they don't contradict, but are telling lies, right?
Right. Right. Okay.
Oh, and then, hold on, but what the scripture say? But credit was given to my word. So not only do they not contradict it, but they give credit to it. You feel me?
Right.
Give credit to it. Credit means to add to. When somebody just like if they give you a credit card, that's not really yours. You just, hey, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, pay that back. But
then looking at this, it's like we was talking about the preacher, and now you got this word. Now you can go to them and tell them you do got to keep the commandments, like what you was telling that preacher that you was when you went to that church. But now if he just love your neighbor as yourself, but and then tell somebody they ain't got to keep the commandments, now he telling them you got to keep the commandments, because loving your neighbor as yourself is keeping the commandments.
Sure.
My bad. Go ahead.
Okay.
Commandment 4.
Yes, sir. It's on me. I charge you, he said, to guard your chastity and let no thought enter your heart of another man's wife, or of fornication, or of similar iniquities. For by doing this, you committed a great sin.
So that goes right with the Messiah said, he who looks on a woman in such a way has committed fornication in his heart.
Right? Because that's your thought. That's your inward part. You ain't got to physically commit the act, but what the Most High judging? He ain't judging your flesh. He judging your inward parts.
Heart. Yeah.
Right.
So this is a great sin against our inward parts, man, our heart, man, our soul. But if you always remember your own wife, you will never sin. For if this thought enters your heart, then you will sin. And if in like manner you think other wicked thoughts, you commit sin. For this thought is great sin in a servant of the Most High, right? So everybody else already committing this, but the Most High called us to be set apart as servants of Him.
Right.
Let's say, this thought is a great sin in a servant of the Most High, right? So we ain't dealing with nobody else. We dealing with the servants of the Most High.
Right.
But if anyone commits this wicked deed, he works death for himself. Attend, therefore, and refrain from this thought. For where purity dwells, their iniquity ought not to enter the heart of a righteous man. I said to him, Master, permit me to ask you a few questions. Ask on, he said. And I said to him, Master, if anyone has a wife who trusts in the master, and if he detects her in adultery, does the man sin if he continues to live with her? And he said to me, as long as he remains ignorant of her sin, the husband commits no transgression in living with her. But if the husband knows that his wife has gone astray, and if the woman does not convert, but persist in her fornication, and yet the husband continues to live with her, he is also guilty of her crime and a share in her adultery.
I read this. I read this.
Yeah, I know. We read this for sure. We read this one for sure. I
don't know if we read this one, but I remember reading this.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember reading that whole scenario right there, like about talking about the woman.
Right. And we specifically.
Matter of fact, when we was doing the women's lesson, I was looking at this scripture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and like you say, we specifically talking about the woman right now too, right?
Right.
Because realistically, when you think about it, a woman wasn't putting away a man. A man put away a woman, right? For her fornication. Right. That's what we're dealing with, right? But in these days it go both ways. Because you got relationships like that where people be like, oh, this is an open marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that means you're not ignorant that she dealing with another man, right? You talking open. It say now, now you practicing this adultery, or you guilty of this adultery, shall I say? Okay.
Yeah, because it's finna get juicy. I know it. Yeah, go ahead. Because like, when I was reading, I was like, man, this is deep right here. I ain't even gonna bring it to the brothers. You know what I'm saying? But let's go, let's go.
And I said to him, what then, master, is the husband to do if his wife continues in her vicious practices? And he said, the husband should put her away and remain by himself. But if he puts his wife away and marries another, he also commits adultery. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's deep right there, right?
It really is.
Verse 10. And I said to him, what if the woman put away should convert and wish to return to her husband? Will she not be taken back by her husband? And he said to me, assuredly, if the husband does not take her back, he sins and brings a great sin on himself. For he ought to take back the sinner who has converted. Just like the Most High took us back, right?
Yep, that's exactly right. You know, like the Most High said, he said, I don't know if that's Jeremiah or Ezekiel, where he was like, look at all the horn. Does a man take that wife who slept with another? You know, ain't that land polluted? You know what I'm saying? But he's like, turn back to me and I turn back to you.
Right. So it says she converted, right? She turned it back, right? But not frequently. For there is but one conversion of the servant of the Most High, right? And that go back to that Hebrews where it say, Mashiach can't go die for you on the stake again, right? So you can't convert back and then go back to Homer, and then convert back and then go back to Homer, right? You can't keep on, saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna lay on this stake for you, man. Once you convert, man, this how you walk as a servant of the Most High, right? Go ahead, what you about to say?
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh, okay. Verse 12. In case, therefore, that the divorced wife may convert, the husband ought not to marry another when his wife has been put away. In this matter, man and woman are to be treated exactly in the same way. Moreover, adultery is committed not only by those who pollute their flesh, but by those who imitate the heathen in their actions.
You was once Gentiles in the flesh.
Exactly. Therefore, if anyone persists in such deeds and does not convert, withdraw from him and cease to live with him. Otherwise, you are sharing his sin. Come on, man. That's deep right there, like y'all say. I gotta use y'all word.
Yeah, it is, man.
I'll read that again. Therefore, if anyone persists in such deeds and does not convert, withdraw from him and cease to live with him. Otherwise, you are sharing his sins. And that goes back to Paul when he was talking in that Corinthians, when we read it before. But I ain't talking about the people of the world. I'm talking about the one that's called a brother, right?
Right.
So it's like, man, if you getting down like that, you got a brother that's getting down like that, and you know who get down like that. It say cease to live with him, man. You can't kick it around that, right? That's that 1 Corinthians 5, starting at like 10. Okay. All right, what was that? 14 out? 15.
Yeah, 14.
14. Therefore, the injunction has been laid on you that you should remain by yourself, both man and woman, for in such persons conversion can take place. But I do not, he said, give opportunity for doing of these deeds, but that he who has sinned may sin no more. But with regard to this previous transgression, there is one who is able to provide a cure. For it is he, indeed, who has power over all. And I asked him again and said, since the master has granted to always dwell with me, hear me while I utter a few words. For I understand nothing, and my heart has been hardened by my previous mode of life. Give me understanding for I am exceedingly dull, and I understand absolutely nothing. Man, that's how I be feeling when I come to Most High. I ain't even gonna stunt. Straight up. That's what I pray for. That understanding for real, man. Cause I'm like, man, I don't know nothing. I'm just trying to understand so I can walk according to your ways. Straight up.
Right.
Especially my previous mode of life, how I got down.
For sure. For sure.
Understand.
Man.
Please, Abba. Straight up. Straight up. Man. All right. Any answer?
Go
ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's just like go back to that. I think that fourth Ezra, that chapter 1, how I say our sins exceeded our forefathers' sins. Just thinking about what you just said.
Dang.
Like we do worse than our forefathers. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure. And he answered and said to me, I am set over conversion, and I give understanding to all who convert. Do you not think, he said, that it is great wisdom to convert? For conversion is great wisdom, all praises. For he who has sinned understands that he acted wickedly in the sight of the master, Yah, and remembers the actions he has done. And he converts and no longer acts wickedly, but does good liberally and humbles and torments his soul because he has sinned. And that's for real, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's for real.
Man.
Understand that we was wicked. Understand that we talking in wickedness, man, in our previous mode of life. But he say that to convert, to turn back from that wickedness and turn back to the Most High, that's great wisdom in itself.
For sure. All praises to the Most High.
Man, because he just said right here, for he who has sinned understands that he acted wickedly in the sight of the Most High and remembers the actions he has done. Because the Most High bring them sins back to your remembrance once you start to repent. Because like sometimes you remember sins that you did years ago and never really repented from them, but you just, that's a chance for you to say, man, Abba, please forgive me for doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that no more.
That's great wisdom. And no longer act wickedly, right? Does good liberally. That means freely you do good, right? And we already read in that previous commandment 2, where it says practice goodness, right? And it gave us an example of practice goodness. So we freely practice that goodness, right?
Right. And humbles and torments his soul because he has sinned. That's when you
go ahead,
no, like you said, you did wrong. And that's like when you bow down your head like a bulrush, right? And feel sorry for yourself and like, man, I did this, man. I know I deserve punishment for it.
That's that sorrowfulness in your soul, right? Because you know that's gonna get judged, right? It's tormenting your soul, like, please forgive me. I don't want to go to the Lord.
Knocking you upside the head, man.
Right.
As like Paul said, even your conscience bearing witness.
Man, your conscience, man. Okay. You see, therefore, that conversion is great wisdom, right? We see conversion is great wisdom. Verse 19. And I said to him, it is for this reason, Master, that I inquire carefully into all things, especially because I am a sinner, that I may know what works I should do, that I may live, for my sins are many and various. And he said to me, you will live if you keep my commandments and walk in them. And whosoever will hear and keep these commandments will live unto the Most High. And I said to him, I should like to continue my questions. Speak on, he said. And I said, I heard, Master, some teachers maintain that there is no other conversion than that which takes place when we descend into the water and receive remission for our former sins. He said to me, that was sound doctrine, which you heard. But that is really the case. For he who has received remission of his sins ought not to sin anymore, but to live in purity. Since, however, you inquire diligently into all things, I will also point this out to you, not as giving occasion for error to those who are to believe or have lately believed in the Master. For those who have now believed and those who are to believe have no conversion for their sins, but they have remission for their previous sins. For to those who have been called before these days, the Master has set to conversion. Right? Most High said, I turned you back. I knew you before you knew me. All right. For the Master, knowing the heart and foreknowing, right? Already knew, foreknowing all things, knew the weakness of man and the manifold wiles of the devil, that he would inflict some evil on the servants of the Most High and would act wickedly toward them. For the Master, therefore, being merciful, praise Yah, being merciful, has had mercy on the work of his hand and has set conversion for them. Man, praise Yah. I'm gonna say line.
Praise Yah.
Praises.
Man, this is deep here, boy. I remember we read that first Shepherd of Hermas, but I was like, man, this deep. Now reading this one, this is even more deeper. That 2, man. Ah, man, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Now
For
4 too.
Yeah, definitely knock you upside the head, brother. For real.
Man, head blows.
Seriously.
Bloody mouth, bleeding, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Where we at? Yeah.
Got me over here humble.
You're right. Hey, the Most High humble you quick, don't he? Hey, like, man, sorry. Like, man,
Straight up.
I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better, man. Straight up, man.
Got to.
That servant, and then we keep saying the servant of the Most High. The Most High said, hey, I already knew I was gonna have to convert you. You feel me? Now I just walk accordingly, walking my way. You feel me? I'll pray. Show. I knew you in the morning.
Right.
Okay, where we at with it?
We are on the end of 27.
Okay.
If you want to read 27 again, it's up to you.
Yes, sir. 7. And therefore I say to you that if anyone is tempted by the devil and sins after that great and holy calling in which the Master has called his people to continuous life, he has opportunity to convert but once. Come on. He say, man, after you come to this calling and you slip or go against my commandments, you got one more time. That's mercy. That's mercy right there.
For sure.
Man.
You know, and then he ain't saying, that's why when we read earlier, he said, I ain't saying you can do this, right? So that's why when they say it's like levels to this, you know, like, yeah, you slip one time, okay, now you got that one opportunity. But, you know, if say you come into that, we be converted and never slip according to the Most High commandments, you feel me? I'm pretty sure there's levels to that. You might be one that's judging the 12 tribes. You slip that one time, you might just be that doorkeeper, but you still made it to the kingdom, right? Come on.
Man.
Okay. But if he should sin frequently after this and then convert, to such a man, his conversion will be of no avail. Right? For if he will, that's super scary for sure. For he will live with difficulty. And I said, Master, I feel that life has come back to me in listening attentively, right, to these commandments. For I know that I will be saved if in the future I sin no more. And he said, you will be saved, you and all who keep these commandments. And again, I asked him, saying, Master, since you have been so patient in listening to me, will you show me this also? Speak, he said. And I said, if a wife or husband dies, and the widower or widow marries, does he or she commit sin? There is no sin in marrying again, he said. But if they remain unmarried, they gain greater honor and glory with the master.
Wow. Wow.
That's why that's what we were just saying. It's levels to this,
right?
Yeah.
Levels.
It's greater glory. But if they marry, they do not sin. Therefore, guard your chastity and purity, and you will live to the Most High. What commandments I now give you, and what I am to give, keep from henceforth. Yeah, from the very day when you were entrusted to me, and I will dwell in your house. Right? Come on, kingdom within, and I will dwell within your house. And your former sins will be forgiven if you keep my commandments, and all will be forgiven who keep these commandments of mine and walk in chastity. Right? Yeah.
Okay. Commandment 5.
Hey, this commandment 5. This is gonna be another touching one right here, I believe.
Okay. This is what you was trying to get to too. So let's get it. Be patient, he said, and of good understanding, and you will rule over every wicked work. Be patient, he said, and of good understanding, and you will rule over every wicked work. And you will work all righteousness. For if you are patient, the Holy Spirit that dwells in you will be pure.
Praise Yah.
And praise Yah. And that's one thing, God, patience. You got to be patient. And like, I remember when I got baptized, my patience was like to a heightened extent. And my love that I was showing, you know how you get mad in traffic? Man, that wasn't happening to me. Everything, but then I slowly started to let people influence me, or the world influenced me to mess me up from that patience that I had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it brings me back to the mind of I think it's Wisdom of Solomon, where it said how the spirit will flee deceit.
Yes, sir.
I felt like that patience fleed me after you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that, because we about to keep on reading about that. All praises. Let's deal with
it. All right. For if you are patient, the Holy Spirit that dwells in you will be pure. He will not be darkened by an evil spirit. See, that's what happened to me right there, man.
Yeah.
darkened by an evil spirit. Because again, the Most High has graciously blessed you with His set apart spirit, His Holy Spirit.
Right.
So that's why that one verse, I think it's like Psalms 51, somewhere in 51, say, "Don't take your set apart spirit away from me." Right.
Yeah.
So now we seeing that your the set apart spirit that dwell in you, that the Most High blessed you with, it can be darkened, right? But we want to keep it pure. We want to keep it pure. Yeah.
Hey, like what helped me with my patience is like, you know, having understanding. You know what I mean? Because when you understand things, you be more patient. You know what I mean? Like, well, that brother don't know no better. So you be more
Right.
patient with him. So that's what like helped my patience, you know, just understand, you know, the spiritual battles, you know what I mean? Understanding, you know, and somebody ain't walking the ways of the Most High, of course they're gonna do something outside, you know what I mean, of nature and make you mad. So, you know, to help with that patience is definitely having that understanding.
Right. And
For real.
then like you say, that understanding, but what we just read, it say a good understanding, right? That good understanding. That's what we be thankful for. That
Good understanding.
Right.
Right. Good understanding from the Most High.
Right, for sure.
Right. All right. 2. He will not be darkened by any evil spirit, but dwelling in the broad region, he will rejoice and be glad. And with a vessel in which he dwells, he will serve Elohim in gladness, having great peace within himself. Man, I had all these things right after I got baptized for a while. But
it ain't nothing to it. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna read. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I'm about to say, you said I had, but you know, had is past tense. I feel me.
Right. I gotta get it back.
Hey, and that's why. And again, that's why we read these commandments as servants of the Most High. How we should be walking. It say in which He dwells. Right. That's what again the kingdom within. The Most High say you are the temple that that I created, and I choose to put my set apart spirit in you. You feel me? So we can't have that set spirit darkened, or that's that Psalms 50 time. Mike, this is what it say. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take set apart spirit from me. Right? Come on. We don't want, and we about to see what type of things can take this set apart spirit away from us. Go ahead.
Okay. 3. But if any outburst of anger takes place, immediately the Holy Spirit, who is tender, is troubled, not having a pure place, and he seeks to depart. That's what happened to me.
Come on,
yeah, for sure.
Come on,
that's what happened. You know, outburst of anger takes place.
Man, that's knocking a nigga upside the head, man. Man.
That's why I'm like, man, I knew this gonna touch us out, because we all deal with this, and they say you have that outburst. The set apart spirit is trouble. Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Right.
Here. What's going on?
And it's gentle. You know, that spirit is gentle. You know, love, peace, joy, happiness. You know, you know, somebody can be mean to you. You won't even think about being mean to them. You know what I'm saying?
That peace.
Man. And like I said, but if any outburst of anger takes place, immediately, not later down the line, immediately, the Holy Spirit, who is tender,
is troubled.
Is troubled, not having a pure place, and he seeks to depart.
See, I gotta go.
Man, right.
It ain't purity. It's not like you say. It ain't gentleness and tenderness in here. You feel me? It's anger and animosity.
Anger and animosity, and all it takes is for outburst of anger.
Right. Come on, man. We gotta sit back and serve to the Most High. We gotta sit back and serve to the Most High, and something that would anger us. Usually, when we was walking in this world, we gotta sit back and be like, ha. Right?
Yeah, man, this is Most High ain't make no
Yeah.
mistakes for us reading this today.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
Straight up.
Sometimes,
Man, oh man.
sometimes we need them
Straight
intimate
up.
readings. We need them intimate readings for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Mind
had
right.
to underline this. I'm gonna have to go back into this, even the
Yeah,
other ones that we read. But let's go. All
Okay.
right. 4.
Mm.
Now wait. And he seeks to depart, for he is choked by the vile spirit, and
Mm.
cannot attend on the Most High as he wishes. For anger pollutes him.
What pollutes them out?
Anger.
And we can't walk in anger. Can't
Mm.
let
Can't walk in anger. I can't walk in anger. Can't be mad at this and that. You really can't be mad at nothing.
At
right
nothing.
at nothing, at nothing. And
Real
it's
talk.
a vile spirit, It says a vile spirit that's choking the set
Foul
apart.
spirit.
Think about being put in a chokehold. I can't breathe. The set apart spirit.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing when you get choked? You trying to get out of there. You trying to leave. You
Yeah.
trying to depart.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man.
Trying to get out that chokehold. That's that vile spirit. Come on.
For the Most High dwells in long suffering, but the devil in anger.
Mm.
I think that's it, either Judah or Reuben, where it says, don't give place to Bel Air. Anger give place to Bel Air, or angry spirit, or something like that.
Yeah, and that's nasty right there too in the silk where it say, for the Most High dwells in long, the Most High been patient. Think about how we just, I give you another chance. Even though I bless you, and you went against my command, I gave you another chance. The Most High is long suffering and patient with us, but the devil is quick to anger, right?
Quick to anger, quick to get mad at any little thing.
Mm.
So when you see somebody that's mad all the time, you know what's dwelling in them, right?
Mm.
The devil. The two spirits then, when dwelling in the same habitation, are at discord with each other.
And what two spirits we talking about, right?
We talking about that anger and that long suffering, right?
Yeah, all that set apart spirit that Most High generously blessed us with. That when anger comes, he immediately like, I gotta go, because I know I'm about to get put in chokehold.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you think about it too, you used to see the cartoons when they say the two spirits then dwelling in the same place or at discord one another. You see a cartoon be like an angel on one side of the shoulder saying do this thing,
Yeah,
and the other side saying do this, right?
Tom and Jerry, right?
Man,
Real talk.
All right. The two spirits then, when dwelling in the same habitation, are at discord with each other and are troublesome to that man in whom they dwell.
Mm.
For if an exceedingly small piece of wormwood is taken and put into a jar of honey, is the honey not entirely destroyed? Right. That's just like a little leaven leavens the whole lump, right?
Yeah,
That's exactly what he's saying.
praise, yeah.
And does the exceedingly small piece of wormwood not entirely take away the sweetness of the honey? Yeah, just a little bit.
Man, just a little bit.
So that it no longer affords any gratification to its owner, but has become bitter and lost its use. But if the wormwood,
and who owned this vessel that we walking in? The Most High, right?
was hot, right?
So we don't want to become useless to the Most High, because we go
right.
useless, he's gonna throw us in the fire, right?
Yep. All tree that don't bear good fruit will be cast down and thrown into the fire. But if the wormwood is not put into the honey, then the honey remains sweet and is of use to its owner. You see then that patience is sweeter than honey
Mm.
and useful to Elohim.
Oh, praises.
All praises.
Yeah, this
And the
definitely
Most
something
High
I gotta
dwell.
work on, man.
Man, me too.
Seriously.
Hey, me too. You know, all of us. That's why I wanted to get straight here. You feel me? Cause this like
Yeah, I see. I see.
I feel you. Hey, but we
Hey,
got
but
to see
hey,
some earlier though, so it's good.
hey, yeah, we got to see a lot earlier in everything we've been reading so far. So,
Right, right.
all right. You see then that patience is sweeter than honey and
Mm.
useful to Elohim. And the Lord and the Most High dwells in it. But anger is bitter and useless.
It's what I.
Now, it's bitter and useless.
Oh,
I gotta, man, yeah. Now, if anger is mingled with patience, the patience is polluted. That's what happened. Man,
Mm-hmm.
reading this stuff is just like showing me everything that happened after I received that set apart spirit like that.
and then now we
Eh,
see, we know that the set apart spirit want to depart or is darkened, right? So it's now
Right.
how we need to walk as servants of the Most High. That's all the Most High doing for us. That's why we gotta
And
be.
then,
Go ahead, Doc.
no, my bad. I go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
got it.
say something.
You got it. Praise God. You
No,
got
I'm
it.
looking. My bad. I hate when I be doing that. Like when hey, my bad. Keep talking. I'm finna look for this scripture real quick that we
Okay.
just read.
Okay. Well, we're basically just saying that the Most High just showing us as servants of Him how to walk. Because we, like you say, like Big Man always bring up, why when we go to these church houses, they don't teach us this, right?
On the real.
Why they don't teach us to walk as servants of the Most High, right?
Seriously.
So now the Most High just humbling us, all praises, and giving us understanding, like, hey,
All praises.
if you're gonna be my servant, this is how you need to move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, what I was gonna say is going back to verse 5. It said, "The two spirits then, when dwelling in the same habitation, are at discord with each other, and are troublesome to that man in whom they dwell." It's a steady fight, a steady struggle. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all was saying, one angel on this side, one angel on the other.
Well, just think of how many cartoons that shows that though, fam.
right.
Yeah.
That we done seen in our lifetime. Ever since we was kids, we've been seeing that, man.
And yes, sir. We've been seeing that. And then what they doing? They bickering. No, walk my way. No, they bickering.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It ain't no.
Mhm.
It's always discord between them two spirits,
For
or
sure.
even in the cartoon. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay, here I come. 9. Now, if anger is mingled with patience, the patience is polluted, and this prayer is not then useful to Elohim. Wow.
Come on. That's hard right there. It say,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
It say you walking in anger and patience is me, and the Most High only want pure prayers, right? So it say
Pure.
your prayer ain't coming up accordingly because you ain't walking accordingly. You walking in anger. And I put patience. I deal with patience. I'm long suffering, right?
Hey, and that's why, when I was doing my situation with my woman, I was so, trying to get over that, trying to, do my best to forgive her. Cause I knew that. I'm like, man, I know if I ain't right with them, I'm gonna be right with the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I felt that, definitely.
So for sure.
Man, then what we was just reading, I know you like, man, that Most High trying to tell me something. He putting it out there. I think
Right.
in that 4, where it's talking about the woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. That just confirmed what we've been saying though. That's
Right.
all.
Right.
I sound okay. 10. I should like master, I said. to know the power of anger, that I may guard myself against it.
Right? Come on. We want to know
Man.
so we can guard ourselves against this, right? He said, I want to know the power of this anger so I can guard myself against it. Come on. Let's get that game, all right?
And he said, if you do not guard yourself against it, you and your house lose all hope of salvation. Wow.
Come on.
Not just you, not
I
just
know.
you,
I know.
not just you.
The Most High
You
said,
know,
the Most High gave you instruction. He say, the head is the Most High, and the head of man is Mashiach, and the head of his household is the man, right?
right.
So if you walking in anger, man, and you doing all this, you the head of your household, man. You and your whole household losing salvation. Come on, man.
Man. And man, this hit me too, because I've been walking around mad for a little while. Sometimes it's hard to bring somebody on the same page you on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day, I blew up on my woman. You know what I'm saying? In front of the whole house. You know what I'm saying? So because of what we've been going through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, we got, hey, again, as servants of the Most High. This ain't no, we got to understand, like you say, this ain't no coincidence. We all needed this accordingly. And, if we would have had a full assembly, we probably wouldn't have got to deal with this, right?
Right.
Let's get our correction on how the Most High put it upon us, man, and walk as servants, true servants of the Most High. So, because he said a servant of the Most High don't walk like this. So we all got to fix this. Sure.
All right. Guard yourself, therefore, against it, for I am with you. And all will depart from it who convert with their whole heart.
Half of your heart, all right?
The whole heart.
So it say guard yourself against this anger. That's tough, man.
Right.
Come on, we
That's
walk
real tough
daily. You know how it be. But he's saying guard yourself against it. I know it's hard, but I'm with you. That's when we say just praise y'all right there. He said, I'm with you. It's good.
Right.
I'm with you. It's good. Guard yourself against it. That's you. That's you that don't want to guard yourself against it. I'm with you. It should be all good. So I tell you I'm with you, it should be good. So now guard yourself. Put your guard up. You got your hands down, you're going to get hit in the chin, right?
Yeah. For I will be with them, and I will save them all. For all are justified by the most holy messenger. Hear now, he said, how wicked is the action of anger.
So let it say out. Hear now how wicked
Hear
the action of anger is. I'm about to tell you how wicked it is.
Man. And in what way it overcomes the servants of the Most High? By its action, and turns them from righteousness.
So we got three things we about to hear about, right? It say how wicked the action of anger is, right? In what way it overthrows the servant of the Most High Yah, and how it turns them from righteousness, right?
Right. Okay. But it does not turn away those who are full of faith. Nor does it act on them. For the power of the Most High is with them.
So now we understand what Mashiach say, hey, the faith of a mustard seed, right?
Right.
It's full of faith. So now if you full of faith, it's like, yeah, that anger, it's there, but, it ain't turning you away from righteousness, you feel me? So we got to make sure our faith is strong out here, right?
Right. Okay. Nor does it act on them, for the power of the Most High is with them. It is the thoughtless and doubting that it turns away.
Mm.
Thoughtless and doubting.
Right.
When you don't think about others and you doubt the word of the Most High, it turns away. Is that what he's saying?
That's nasty right there. All right? That's nasty and scary. We understand now how what Mashiach was preaching about, that belief, that faith. When you reading King faith, that faith goes back to what? Belief. You gotta truly believe, man.
Right. Okay. For as soon as it sees such men standing steadfast, it throws itself into their hearts.
Mm.
And for nothing at all, the man or woman becomes embittered on account of occurrences in their daily life.
Mm. Nasty right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't go ahead,
Go ahead. No, I was finna read. Go ahead,
Oh, so we can't be standing steadfast out here, just like, oh, we good, we believe. We got to continue seeking the Most High, right? If we stand steadfast, that's when anger gonna come into our heart, right? Like, they steadfast, they good. Here come the anger, boom, right? And then you become embittered on the occurrence of daily life, right? We aren't even concerned with this world. Now you angry on what happened on your occurrences. Just you might went to the grocery store today. Occurrence. You went to the gas station. We'll use Big Man example. You went to the gas station today that we always go to. And just assembly the cashier ain't even handle you right? And now you mad. That's how that anger just jumped in your heart on nothing, right? Because you was so steadfast in your heart, like, I'm good. I'm saved out here. You know, I'm good. You feel me? You know.
Mm-hmm. I just like, when I leave the crib and it's a train down there, I get mad because I got to go all these other ways. I hate living up here. You got to hit 80 just to get to the website. You go one way, you get caught. You go the other way, you get caught. You go down the middle, you get caught.
Real talk. Real talk.
All right. Okay. I'm going to start back. And for nothing at all, the man or woman becomes embittered on account of occurrences in their daily life. As for instance, on account of their food. Man, they putting all this stuff in your food, or some superfluous words. Superfluous, unnecessary words that has been uttered. And that's true. I get mad over, like, little stupid words or something that my lady is saying something. I get mad over stupid things sometimes. Unnecessary things. Or on account of some friends or some gift or debt. Man, I gotta pay these people.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he couldn't give me nothing better than this. You know what I'm saying? Look what I got him, but he want to give me this little thing.
And guess what? It says for nothing. When we read it, it says, and for nothing at all, the man or woman becomes embittered on the account of occurrence of daily life. So these are occurrences of daily life. And you know that
daily
you got to pay that bill. You know that you got to pay that bill. And you still mad about it.
You still mad about it. Or some gift or debt or some such senseless affair. It's stuff that don't mean nothing you mad about.
Right.
The anger jump on you.
The anger jump in your heart, right?
Mm-hmm. For all these things are foolish and empty and unprofitable to the servants of Elohim.
To who?
Servants of Elohim.
Wait. So wait. So what is he saying? He's saying like debt and all that you should worry about. Like it's profitable to worry about that, right?
I mean, just think about debt. What can you do if you can't pay it? You just can't pay it, right? Right? You like, oh well,
don't
get it when I can.
Ain't no sense to get mad about it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that because the Most High say. That because the Most High say we supposed to trust in Him. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to, always, just trust in Him. So I guess that's why He's saying, why you worried about that for? You know what I'm saying? I got
why
you.
like you said, you worried about daily affairs that what it
Right,
say, and bitter on account of occurrences in their daily life. Stuff
right.
like you can have a clear shot to work one day, but the next day is traffic like crazy, and you getting bitter because of that. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Yep.
got um a bill to pay and you can't pay it. What can you do? What's the use of getting mad about it when you can't even
Exactly.
change it?
Exactly. He's saying that James. And then I'm saying that at the same time, like if you let them things control your life, then like example, like with the mark of the beast coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a time
Man.
where you can't buy yourself. You know what I mean? So you can't let you just can't let these things bother you because it's gonna become a time where you're gonna have to stand on business, man, for the most high. You're gonna have to be without and things of that nature. So he's trying to prepare you for so that you don't ever compromise. Don't put all your trust in all this stuff so you don't compromise. That's what I get from that.
Hmm. Man, 16. But patience is great and mighty and strong and calm in the midst of great enlargement,
Right.
joyful, rejoicing, free from care. I don't care.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Free from care.
Right.
Glorifying Elohim at all times.
Right.
I can't pay this bill. Well, I still got my life. All praise to the Most High. I ain't even
Right.
gonna worry about that bill.
So,
Having no bitterness in her, and
Mm-hmm.
abiding continually, meek and quiet.
So now we see how great patience is, right? Because that's how we start
Right.
the command, right? Be patient and of good understanding, right? So that's how we start,
Mhm.
right? So now we see realistically the opposite of patience is anger, right? If you're not, like you said in the car, oh, the train came. Now you're not patient just to wait on the train. Now you're angry because you got to go different routes, right?
Right. Right. Knowing if you go the other route, by the time you get back to where you're trying to get to, that train might be gone
Right.
about 2 minutes ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When you should have just waited. Now you done wasted gas money and everything.
Now you're really angry.
You really angry. You really angry. Okay. Now this patience dwell with those who have complete faith.
Mm.
That's me underline that too, man, because
Complete. You mean what? Perfect, right? Complete means
yep. Complete mean perfect, yep. With perfect faith. But
now.
anger is
look what
foolish.
anger is.
What'd you say?
I was just saying, but look what anger is.
Right.
Yeah, but anger is foolish and fickle and senseless.
Fickle and sensitive.
Now,
Go ahead.
mhm. Now of folly is begotten bitterness. Now of folly is begotten bitterness, and of bitterness anger, and of anger frenzy,
Mm.
going to a frenzy. I
Right.
was gonna say going into a frenzy.
I'm acting crazy, right?
Hmm. Okay. This frenzy, the product of so many evils, ends in great and incurable sin. This frenzy, the product of so many evils, ends in great and incurable sins.
Once you start acting crazy, you can do so many wicked things, right? So many sins.
Right. You like you say, getting angry and all that foolish. Now you go into frenzy, you might end up shooting somebody that, just pulling out a gun or something. But then again, you wasn't planning on shooting. I'm just gonna scare him, pull his gun out. But you don't know what's gonna happen after you pull that gun out, right? If they
Right.
gonna shoot you first, they gonna say something that's gonna really, piss you off, and you gonna shoot them. Now you in a curable sin right there.
Right. Once you start acting crazy, you can't be controlled what they say when you're in a, when they put them people in them crazy houses and they put them pads on,
Mhm.
right? Because because you can't be controlled. You in a state of frenzy, you can't be controlled, right? So they put you in these padded houses where you can bounce against the wall, right? And then they put you in a straitjacket where you can't hurt yourself because you're uncontrollable. We don't know what you would do in a state of frenzy. Basically, what that is, we don't know what you would do, right?
Right. Okay. For when all these spirits dwell in one vessel, in which the Holy Spirit also dwells, the vessel cannot contain them, but overflows.
Mm.
The tender spirit, then, not being accustomed to dwell with the wicked spirit, nor with hardness, withdraws from such a man. Wow.
Mm. And now we seeing, but this is when you start getting especially to that state of frenzy too. But we trying to keep it all the way where we don't even deal with the possibility of anger. We fleeing from all that and we walking in the path of the Most High. Anger ain't on the path of the Most High. All right.
Right.
Sound like we dealing with some mental illness right there.
Yeah, once you get to that state of frenzy, y'all for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what they said, man, that nigga crazy.
Right. Uncontrollable. Uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with him. That nigga crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That used to be them boys on that wet back in the day,
Mm-hmm. Running around naked. I was talking to Eric last night. Eric called me. Like, after we got out the game, Eric called me. I should have sent this to him, too. He started asking me about that dude what's that dude? Ricky Carlson, Billy Carlson or something? The dude that be doing that with that Egyptology stuff and the emerald tablets and all that.
Yeah, that's him, Billy. Yeah, the fact Black Life.
Yeah.
The
He was talking to me.
man.
Yeah, he was just hitting me with questions after questions. I'm like, man.
That's how Craig be doing me, That's how Craig be doing me, man.
Hey, that mean he watching that then. If he come with, he say, I'm looking at this wickedness and let me call it righteousness. Mm-hmm. He gotta say. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I told him, I said, watching all that stuff, that's I said it's gotta be a great falling away. You keep watching that stuff, it's gonna make you question what you already believe. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take you further away.
They want to believe that though, because Craig be hitting me with that Rashad Jamar, and then he asked me a question. I gave him an answer. Then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Okay." And then he'll disappear and come back with another question from Rashad.
With another question.
Then I'll give him an answer. Then he disappears and he come back with another question, and it just go on and so on. And I'm like, bro.
And that's slow biggie what we read about. That's how he almost in the state, like not uncontrollable. Even your mind state.
Uncontrollable,
you get the answer from the righteous brother that you looking for, but you uncontrollable, so you still gonna do what you want and can, and act how you want. You feel me? It's the same thing.
Exactly.
It's that state of frenzy. Now we're getting a new perspective on what to be in the state of being uncontrolled means in a state of frenzy means, man. And we see a lot of people in a state of frenzy, for sure. We seeing that.
All right. I'm gonna start back at the tender spirit. The tender spirit, then, not being accustomed to dwell with the wicked spirit, nor with hardness, withdraw from such a man, and seeks to dwell with meekness and peacefulness. Then, when he withdraws from the man in whom he dwelt, the man is empty of the righteous spirit. Now, that's one thing I can say. I ain't been empty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been empty.
All praise. And that again, that's what the Most High put us together for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you never know. You never know if he want to put us together. Some of us might have converted back to this world. Speaking of myself, you feel me? He put us together. He like, man, hey, for edification to build up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure y'all brothers stay in line together. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. That goes back to I was talking to my lady the other day, and like you said, like we ain't been empty out. So the words say real quick, like Mashi already said, ain't nobody good but the Most High. So the Most High already know that we gonna make mistakes. That's why he say the righteous man fall but 7 times, but he get back up. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So it's all
Right.
good. We ain't been empty. We really seeking the Most High. We really trying. You know what I mean? We striving to be perfect. But you get what I'm saying. I try to make excuses out, but he said, ain't nobody good but the Most High. And that's that mercy that I talked about earlier. He got that mercy for us, man.
Man.
He know who really seeking him, who really love him, man. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't
Man,
going,
he know the heart. He know that heart.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we ain't gonna be empty out here. So we gonna fight for him. You know that. All praise. And I had to speak on that. I was going through it, recently. Still kind of going through it, but I was going through it, and I felt like I told Michelle today, like, man, I ain't been in the spirit, like, you know what I'm saying? Since I got that news, and then taking my anger out on my woman, not being patient and everything we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Commandment 4, Commandment 4.
Right.
When you get home, since I know you still moving around, Commandment 4.
Yeah, go ahead and read it out. Even yeah.
Read,
yeah, read 4 out.
read,
For
hey,
sure. Read 4.
together, together, for sure. That's a family read,
Yeah, it is.
together read.
Talking about the right?
You say what,
Commandment 4 is in the Gad to see.
Nah, we read the Shepherd of
Ah,
Hermas.
except for the Hermas.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know we switched, man. My headphone went off before.
Oh yeah, this is what we've been reading. This is what we've been reading. It's a real good read too. Even part 1, I guess we gonna have to get back to our daily reading or something. All right, I'm gonna start back. The man is empty of the righteous spirit, and being henceforth filled with evil spirits, he is in a state of anarchy in every action. You see that?
Come on, that's nasty right there.
It's nasty.
You talking about that again one time,
Huh?
read that one more time,
All right. I'm gonna start at 28, man. Then when he withdraws from the man in whom he dwelt, the man is empty of the righteous spirit, and being henceforth filled with evil spirits, he is in a state of anarchy in every action.
Every action, not just one action, in every action, right?
Every action.
Come on. Hey, let me get
Look.
Anarchy.
Go ahead. Okay.
Anarchy, disorder, right? Disorder due to absence or non-recognition of authority. You're not recognizing your authority. Who is your authority? The Most High, right?
Right.
You're not recognizing your authority. Now you in anarchy. You in a state of chaos, a state of disorder, due to not recognizing the Most High.
Being dragged here and there by the evil spirit. This win the doctrine, that win the doctrine. I'm an Egyptology now. You know what I'm saying? Just like Yamel was just saying. And there is a complete darkness in his mind as to everything good.
A complete darkness, just like
That's
we
crazy.
earlier when we read about complete faith, a perfect faith, right? Now we're reading about a darkness, a perfect darkness. That means you can't see nothing, right?
Right. Most wicked. Okay. And there is a complete darkness in his mind as to every good thing. This then is what happens to all the angry. Therefore, depart from that most wicked spirit. Anger and put on patience.
Right.
and resist anger and bitterness, and you will be found in company with the purity which is loved by the Most High.
What the Most High love out?
Purity.
Purity.
Yes, sir.
Take care then that you do not neglect by any chance this commandment. For if you obey this commandment, you will be able to keep all the other commandments which I am to give you.
Oh, so we gotta make sure we walk according to this patience first before we receive all the other. If we receive all the other ones and ain't walking according to patience and walking according to anger, we ain't gonna be able to receive the other commandments, right?
No.
We gotta hold tight. Most High telling us right now, hey, I put you misfits together, you angry brothers together.
Right.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Most High know, like you said, he put us together. We ain't perfect, but he still put us together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you see how it works, man.
Hey, look up that word. You got a dictionary over there you looking that up? Look up bitterness for me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna read this last one. Take care then that you do not neglect by any chance this commandment, for if you obey this commandment, you will be able to keep all the other commandments which I am to give you. Be strong then in these commandments, and put on power, and let all put on power, as many as wish to walk in them.
And who is our power?
The Most High is our power.
Right. You tell you put on the Most High, man. Kingdom within, praise God. That bitterness out, anger, and disappointment, right? That's two things. Anger and disappointment.
That's what bitterness is?
Yes, sir. Angry and disappointment at being treated unfairly. Resentment. Resentment. Get that resentment definition for you. Hold on.
You know, Paul said, husbands, don't be bitter towards your wives.
Right.
You know? I try not to. Sometimes it just, I don't know. Resentment. I got to get better at it.
Read this resentment definition. A feeling of indignant displeasure or persistent ill will at something regarded as a wrong, insult, or injury. You know, you got ill will at something regarded as wrong, insult, or injury. Resentment. I ain't dealing with that. I resent that. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's on me?
It's on me.
Okay. Hey, wait. Before you start this, man.
Commandment 6.
Okay, wait. Say loud for me one time with this battle.
All right, I'm gonna grab me a little bite to eat then. Man, this is good, huh?
Hey, look, when you get back, I'll hit that commandment 4 for me while we on the say live moment. Let me just run that back for me, huh?
It's too long, God. You need to read.
Oh,
hey, you read that. Yeah, it's long. Read that with your lady when you get, that'd be a good read for y'all both together. Man, this mug hitting too.
Yeah, it really is, brother. Definitely is.
All right, so put it to hold for me, Kayla, okay? She said, I'm going to put it in a special spot for you. I told her to hold it in a special spot.
Yeah, actually, give me a second, man. Let me run downstairs and this bag.
She put it in the back of the store just for you.
You gonna use the bathroom, Blue?
Come on, man. Ooh. Try them chips over here, man. I don't want to hear that either. All right. Fresh and ready. I'll pray for sure.
Praise. I'll be down in a minute. I just man went to go use the bathroom too.
Okay.
Still a say lot moment. Y'all better say read that fourth commandment for him again, all right?
Nah, I heard you tell me to go read it with a woman. I agree. I said that was
Yeah. Hey, he act like it was a one-liner. You act like
I
that was
know,
a
right?
one-liner.
Hey, this in the 54 book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the 54 book, yeah.
Okay.
Can we sip on?
I'll read it with my woman tonight.
Page 690, y'all. Page 690.
Before we hop on the game, I'm gonna read it with it. Then I'll hop on the game.
Hey, take your time, Mike, on that.
Oh, take my time. All right.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit it with her tomorrow. Then.
You know, after we get done, I might be ready to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, whatever y'all gotta tell you, know, you talk about that. Just know that.
Don't worry. Hey, don't worry. I'll make sure you're on my team. Don't worry, y'all.
Hey, this how you do. This how you do when I be smacking you. I don't want to play. That's how you do when I be blasting him out. I don't want to play on his team. That's how you do.
I'll make sure I go my team. Don't worry about it.
Because I noticed that, like, you know, like I was gonna be on by my team by myself. You like, nah, Shag, nah, you go to the other side. It's like you got animosity and shit.
Dude, I don't want to be on. He shoots me. I want a chance to shoot him. He be bad. I be blasting. He be bad.
I'm back, brother.
He shoot me one time. He like so crazy. I shot him finally. You know.
Hey man, I'm just happy Chad came to the Shabbat today, and he talking to me, man. You know, I'm just happy about that. That's all I'm happy about.
He shoot me one time. He don't know how to act. When we
one time
I was divine him. Hey, he was singing a lullaby. I remember he was like that's all he was saying last night, and I was blasting him. I start singing a lullaby with him. You remember? Who was that? I'm king down.
Hey, look, it was my Wi-Fi. You see how it hit last night when everybody went to bed,
Everybody go to bed, huh?
He talking about everybody sleep.
It's not on the Wi-Fi no more, huh?
He talking about everybody sleep. I still hear a little Raheem in the back. Hey, can I put it on? Can I put it on this? Can I put it on? Like, nah, they ain't sleep out.
Hey, look, they sleep. They were sleeping. They were sleeping.
Hey, y'all ready, brothers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Commandment 6.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you, he said, directions in the first commandment to attend to faith and fear and self-restraint.
Right.
Even so, master, I said. And he said, now I wish to show you the powers of these, that you may know what power each possesses.
Okay, so earlier we just jumped straight to the commandments. We didn't read the visions, right? But dealing with the visions earlier, he was talking about that faith, that fear, and that self-restraint or that self-discipline. Okay, you got it out.
Okay. And he said, now I wish to show you the powers of these, that you may know what power each possesses. For their powers are double and have relation alike to the righteous and the unrighteous. Therefore, Trust the righteous, but put no trust in the unrighteous. For the path of righteousness is straight, but that of unrighteousness is crooked.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when somebody walking in unrighteousness, you can't be surprised how they do you, man. You
For
know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure.
They can do you anyway because they're not walking in that righteous path. That's why I be like, it shouldn't really come in no surprise if somebody do you dirty. I always say that all the time, man. You know, and I tell my woman that too. I be like, man, you know, the guy I used to be, I apologize for that. You know, hey man, when you walking that unrighteous, ain't no way, man. You know, ain't no limits to your wickedness for real.
No doubt.
And,
No
and,
doubt.
and that's for sure. That's for sure. And then, like you say, it say don't put your trust in unrighteousness, right? You feel me?
Right.
All right, verse 4. But walk in the straight and even way, and do not mind the crooked. For the crooked path has no roads, but has many pathless places and stumbling blocks in it. And it is
Hey, and if you think about any crooked road, right? It's gonna be hard to pave that street straight and just where you can actually drive with some regular tires on it. You feel me? This ain't no off-road tires, off-road vehicle, right? You know what I'm saying? So we need to start in that straight and narrow, that smooth path, right?
Mhm. Man, this is good. This go right with what Messiah said about the same situation. Straight and narrow path.
Mm-hmm.
and it is rough and thorny, and it is injurious to those who walk therein.
Right.
But they who walk in the straight road walk evenly without stumbling, because it is neither rough nor thorny. You see then that it is better to walk in this road. I wish to go by this road, I said. You will go by it, he said, and whoever turns to the master with all his heart will walk in it.
And I
Here
love how we included too. How he dealing with the shepherd of Hermas, but he letting you know, and anybody else that walk by this same smooth road, they gonna live to the
gonna
most
be there
high.
too, for sure. And whoever turns to the master with all his heart will walk in it. Here now, he said, in regards to faith, there are two messengers with a man, one of the righteousness and the other of iniquity.
Oh, so we getting that same cartoon again, big man. We getting
Yeah.
that same cartoon.
Yeah. Straight up.
Hey, and this reminds me of that video. I don't know if brothers check that video in the chat. But the brother was from Chicago said he died with the hell, whatever. They said like the demons was going up and they was assigned to somebody. And they was like, yo, the demons study you. You know what I mean? And then the demons know everything you like. They study you, but you know they know you better than you know you. So like, yeah, that's crazy.
I do strawberries.
And they be telling, and that's how they be telling them psychics things about you.
Huh.
Right.
That's great.
Okay, the middle was 6. And I said, you will go by it, he said, and whoever turns to the master with all his heart will walk in it. Here now, he said, in regards to faith, there are two messengers with a man, one of the righteousness and the other of iniquity. And I said to him, how, master, am I to know the powers of these? For both messengers dwelt with me. Hear, he said, and understand them. The messenger of righteousness is gentle and modest, meek and peaceful. Therefore, when he ascends into your heart, immediately he talks to you of righteousness, purity, chastity, contentment, and of every righteous deed and glorious virtue.
All praises. So we know that messenger and how he come at us, right? So if we hear something else opposite of what he just said, modest, meek, peaceful, right?
We know that ain't him.
We hear righteousness, purity, chastity, contentment. We know if he come opposite of these things, we know it ain't him.
Straight up.
Right.
He said.
Verse 9. When all these ascend into your heart, know that the messenger of righteousness is with you. These are the deeds of the messenger of righteousness. Trust him then and his works.
That's a big statement right there. Trusting the messenger of righteousness, right?
Straight up. Look now at the works of the messenger of iniquity. First, he is wrathful and bitter and foolish, and his works are evil and ruin the servants of Elohim.
What did it do?
Ruin the servants of Elohim.
So we can't walk in that messenger of iniquity if we walking in a set apart spirit, because it said it ruins us. Just think of you having your best shirt and you spill wine on it. It's ruined now, right?
Straight up. When then he ascends into your heart, know him by his works. And I said to him, how, master, I will perceive him? I do not know. Hear and understand, he said. When anger comes on you or harshness, know that he is in you. And you will know this to be the case also when you are attacked by the longing after many transactions and the richest delicacies and drunken reveals and various luxuries and things improper, and by the hankering after women, and by overreaching and pride and blustering, and by whatever it is, and by whatever is like to these. When these ascend into your heart, know that the messenger of iniquity is in you. Now that you know his works, depart from him, and in no respect trust him, because his deeds are evil and unprofitable to the servants of Elohim.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah.
All praise.
You know, and one of the main things I got that out of that is now that you know his works, right? Now that you know, now you're not ignorant to his works no more. So when he was getting you that first and you was being deceived and your spirit was being darkened, okay, but now you know his works.
Sure.
Right.
But depart from
and then ring the bell, right?
Right.
Straight up.
And they say all this is unprofitable.
You see, it starts with anger, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's all the other details that come with anger too, though.
Exactly.
Come with anger. You feel me? Sometimes people be as kids, they be angry, and then they be like, I'm about to be rich and I'm gonna have this and that and other. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Right up.
Drunken rebels, you angry, you reveling with your brother, you know what I'm saying? Having too many sips, right? Various luxuries, man. I'm trying to get this car. Hey, this got this old school. I'm about to get this old school too, right? Things improper, right? Stuff that you don't need, right? It's improper for the servant of the Most High. Why you got that, right? Hankering at the women. I'm about to go through all those, but y'all know them. Y'all know we get it.
So
It's unprofitable. It's unprofitable to the servant of the Most High. All these things, right?
All them things. Seriously.
Oh, praise. Like, we got praise y'all for the understanding, though, right? You got to.
Man, for real. For real. Oh, praise to the Most High, man. For this reading today, this is like one of the best Sabbaths. Like when you get this kind of understanding on things.
Straight up.
Hey, big man,
go on.
deal with us earlier. That's how he do. Man, that's the second time on Sabbath like this. I feel like, wow.
We just
ain't good
reading about
enough.
not talking like that. We just reading about not talking like that to your brother. Repent, repent.
Where we at? We at 14?
14, I think.
Yeah, okay. These then are the actions of both messengers. Understand them and trust the messenger of righteousness, but depart from the messenger of iniquity, because his instructions is bad in every deed.
Hey, and that's how he keeping it simple. Because remember, he said, I'm so dull of understanding. And I feel the same way. I'm so dull of understanding. He keep it simple with you. Depart from the messenger of iniquity and walk with the messenger of righteousness, right?
Real talk. Real talk.
Simple, man.
15. For though a man be most faithful, and the thought of this messenger ascend into his heart, that man or woman must sin. On the other hand, be a man or woman ever so bad, yet if the works of the messenger of righteousness ascend into his or her heart, he or she must do something good. You see, therefore, that is good to follow the messenger of righteousness, but to bid farewell to the messenger of iniquity. This commandment exhibits the deeds of faith, that you must trust the works of the messenger of righteousness, and by doing them, you may live to Elohim. But believe the works of the messenger of iniquity are hard. If you refuse to do them, you will live to Elohim.
They say it's hard. You feel me? I'm just doing a baseball game of the day, and I'm trying to tell a brother. He trying to tell me to put my 6-year-old son on his team, and I tell him about the Sabbath day of the Most High, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well after they just do the football game, y'all can just go rest." And I'm like, "The Most High called us to be set apart." And I'm like, you know, I told him holy, and I'm like, you know what holy mean? He like, I'm like, holy means set apart. He's like, set apart from what? I'm like, this word. What you mean? You feel
Right.
you know? He's like, oh, so you saying that football can still be holy? I'm like, man, I had to walk away from him after he said that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? And fleeing from the things of this world when you say football can be holy. You know what I'm talking about? What's set apart? Hey, the whole world watched the Super Bowl. So what's set apart about football? You know what I'm talking about? You know, so I'm like, I have to walk away from him, like, yeah, you're not looking to get understanding, you're looking to debate about me. What you know, so remember 7 on me, we just dealt with faith, right? He said, I gave you, when we read with the beginning of the 6, right? It said, I gave you, he said, directions and the first commandment to attend to faith, fear, and self-restraint. So we just dealt with that faith that Big Man just read. Let's deal with that fear one time, commandment 7. Fear, he said, the master and his commandments. Fear, he said, the master and his commandments. We got to fear the Most High. And walk. If we fear the Most High, we're going to walk according to his commandments, right?
So.
So if you keep the commandments of the Most High, you will be powerful in every action.
Every action. That's deep.
Asking. And every
just like if you walk in the where it say, we just reading it where it said, but anger is bitter, useless. Now if anger, like it's like everything is wicked when you walk in that evilness. It's just the opposite with the Most High.
Right. It's the opposite with the Most High for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For if you keep the commandments of the Most High, you will be powerful in every action. And every one of your actions will be incomparable. Incomparable. For fearing the master, you will do all things well. This is the fear which you ought to have, that you may be saved. Let's get to it then. But do not fear the devil, right? But do not fear the devil, for fearing the master, you will have dominion over the devil. But there is no power in him. And the devil ain't got no power. Let's always understand that, right? And sometimes
No power.
right. And we do read the scripture when he was thrown down to this earth, right? But we got to understand he still has no power.
He has no power.
Right.
He still go to and fro to the master, the Most High. You feel me? And the Most High still give him command. And he command that he can't touch us. He only trying to infiltrate our mind. That's it. Walking that set apart spirit, man, and that fear of the Most High. Let's get it. Okay, verse 4. But he in whom there is no power ought on no account to be an object of fear. But he, the Most High, in whom there is glorious power, is truly to be feared. For everyone that has power ought to be feared, but he who has no power is despised by all. Therefore, fear the deeds of the devil, since they are wicked. For fearing the master, you will not do these deeds, but will refrain from them. For fears are of two kinds. For fears are of two kinds. For if you do not wish to do that which is evil, fear the master. And if you will not do it, but again, if you wish to do that which is good, fear the master, and you will do it. Therefore, the fear of the master is strong and great and glorious. Fear then the master Yahuwah, and you will live to him. And as many as fear him and keep his commandments will live unto the Most High. Why? I said, Master, did you say, regard to those that keep his commandments, that they will live to the Most High? Because he says, all creation fears the Most High, but all creation does not keep his commandments. Say la hallelujah. And that's for real.
For real.
Everybody, when they're going through trial and tribulation, oh, Lord, help me. Oh, they naturally got fear in their heart of the Most High. But guess what? They don't keep his commandments. Every single being in the world, even if they atheists,
Even atheists, huh?
All right. Go ahead, y'all, man.
Yeah, I had a friend. He was a so-called atheist, and then he was like, man, I seen him. Somebody had posted something on their Facebook that they was going through something, and he had commented talking about God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, but this nigga don't believe in God. Supposedly, you know what I'm saying? Like these people, they be knowing, man.
Right, and that's the difference, Doc. We're not talking about belief. We're talking about fear, right? All the creation of the Most High fear him, right? But if you believe, you're gonna keep his commandments, for sure. Belief comes with obedience, for sure. All right, let me finish that up. Verse 8 again. Why I said, Master, did you say in regard to those that keep his commandments, that they will live unto the Most High? Because he says, all creation fears the Most High, but all creation does not keep his commandments. They only who fear the Most High and keep his commandments have life with the Most High. But as to those who do not keep his commandments, there is no life in them. That's that fear. That's that fear.
Right.
Fear the Most High and what?
Real fear.
Fear the Most High and what? Keep His command.
How far are we going, y'all?
We can hey, let's just deal with that self-restraint, I guess. Since we dealt with them first three, it said faith, fear, and self-restraint on commandment 6. And then we can stop it there.
What you mean?
You just asked how far was we going?
You want to stop it right here where we at?
No, I was saying read that commandment 8, because that's that self-restraint. Because commandment 6,
Okay.
commandment 6 said I
Okay.
get you. Yeah, okay.
Okay, gotcha. I got it. It's on me anyway, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I told you, he said, that the creatures of Elohim are double, for restraint is also double.
Mm.
For in some cases, the restraint has to be exercised in order, the restraint has to be exercised in others where there is no need of restraint.
Mm-hmm.
Make known to me, Abba, I say, in what cases restraint has to be exercised, and in what case it does not.
Mm.
Restrain yourself in regard to evil,
Right.
and do not do it, but exercise no restraint in regard to good, but do it.
And that's a big statement in itself too, right?
Right, because it go back to what we was talking about earlier about giving the homeless man something.
Right, exactly.
How you
Right.
refrain from giving. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay. For if you exercise restraint in doing of good, in the doing of good, you will commit a great sin.
Do what?
Commit a great sin.
If you restrain
Wow.
yourself from doing good, you do what?
A great sin.
Wow.
But if you exercise restraint so as not to do that which is evil, you are practicing great righteousness.
And what we doing in this flesh continuously, right? Practicing righteousness to get to the kingdom.
Man.
It's a practice right here. This is a practice before the big game. Come on.
Restrain yourself, therefore, from all iniquity, and do that which is good.
Right.
What? What, master? I say, are the evil deeds from which we must restrain ourselves?
That's the question, right?
Mm-hmm. Here he says, from adultery and fornication, from unlawful revilings.
It's a unlawful. So that means we can revile in righteous things, right? It's a unlawful things.
Mm-hmm. From wicked luxury. So you can have things, but not wicked things, right?
Right. When they go overboard, right? When
overboard, yeah.
Talking about saying giving to less fortunate, right?
Is that for idolizing your stuff?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Put your trust in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. From indulge food.
Many
Man,
kinds.
I gotta watch that one. He got smashing some cookies at night or something.
Hey, it's a many kinds of food.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear us? You got 2 different color headphones in.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Oh, he went back to the muffled one, big man.
Let me see something, man. What about now? Am I better?
You 50-50. You muffled and unmuffled.
Yeah. Okay, what if I did this? about now?
Okay, we hear you. He's just low. We hear you though.
Hello?
Yeah, you real low. You real low, actually. You real low. You might need to put it on speakerphone. I take the headphones out.
Let me see if they let me see if I
Oh, well, you good now. Hold on. Oh, you good now. You good right now. I heard you say
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, you frozen on the. Oh yeah, you good. You good.
I'm good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
New headphones coming soon. The boy about to get them Dre beats.
I'm gonna be wearing some of y'all mails, but they gonna be from the dollar store.
Okay, nice. Cause I was gonna get on you about them Dre beats. I was like, don't be talking about the weekend and supporting them.
Right. I ain't finna get none of that.
Okay.
All right. What was I at?
Hold on.
Okay.
8, right?
I'm on. Yeah. Well, I was 4. Restrain
Verse
yourself.
6.
Okay. Here he says, from adultery. Well, let me go back a little bit. Restrain yourself, therefore, from all iniquity, and do that which is good. What, master, I say, are the evil deeds from which we must restrain ourselves. Here, he says, from adultery and fornication, from unlawful revilings, from wicked luxury, from indulgence in many kinds of food, and the extravagance of riches.
Extravagance of richness, right?
And from boastfulness. I gotta stop boasting, telling y'all how I be whooping everybody in the game and stuff.
Hey, boasting that, you boasting and lying. So that's two.
and haughtiness and insoleness.
Being rude, right? Being rude and disrespectful, right?
That's what that insolence is?
Yes, sir. Rude and disrespectful.
Okay. And lies and backbiting and hypocrisy. From the remembrance of wrong and from all slander.
We dealt with that slander earlier, right?
These are the deeds that are most wicked in the life of men.
Hey, that was about 10, 11 deeds that we just read, right?
There was a lot of them.
Right.
There's a lot of them. And I gotta watch myself on that food. And I eat some cookies at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? These are the deeds that are most wicked in the life of men. From all these deeds, therefore, the servant of Elohim must restrain himself.
Right. And then we're gonna take it back to that food. When it say food, it say indulgence in many kinds of food. So when I think of many kinds of food, I'm thinking about
shrimp.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
lobster.
People say that you can eat that now. It say
Right.
many kinds of foods, man. It's not saying you can't eat your cookies. Hey, my woman just baked some fresh cookies, and I'm about to eat a lot of them tonight. So I was like, we didn't talk about that.
Talking about the unlawful
foods, it's talking about the different versions of people talking about,
like unclean meats.
Right. Clam is a desire for the rich, right? It's hard to get. Anything that's hard to get, the rich desire it, straight up. Let's just be real. It's not hard to get chicken. There's more chickens in the world than people, right? So it's not hard to get chicken, right? But when you start talking about clam, you start talking about low tide, high tide, and when you can actually go get the clam and the low, the high tide come back, you can't get the clam, right? You might get drowned under them rocks, right? But the many kinds of food is talking about the delicacies of different peoples and the many kinds of food that they can eat that everybody can't eat,
Okay. For he who does not restrain himself from these cannot live to Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
Listen then to the deeds that accompany these.
Right.
Are there, master, I said, any other evil deeds? There are, he says, and many of them too, from which the servant of the Most High must restrain himself. Theft, lying, robbery, false witness, overreaching, wicked lust, deceit, vainglory, boastfulness, and all other vices like to these.
So he gave us 9 more. That's 9
Right.
more, you know.
I thought wasn't that boastfulness wasn't in the other one?
He just added. He just added to it. So
No, because like at the end of the other one, and from boastfulness.
Oh yeah, it was in the other one, not from extravagance of richness and from boastfulness. So that boastfulness must be, it's you know, because boastfulness is just being proud, right?
Right, pride. Yeah.
And we ain't talking about in a video game when I be boasting, I be blasting y'all. We talking about, you know.
Stop trying to justify your sin. You can't do
that. Okay, I feel you. I like that. Let's go.
Not the kind of boasting I do, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the big boss. That was Tyler. He used to thought we were saying big boss. We like, nah, we saying big boss.
All right. Do you not think that these are really wicked? Exceedingly wicked in the servants of the Most High.
And who?
In the servants of the Most High.
We being particular again. It's exceedingly wicked in the servant of the Most High. And a regular person, I ain't gonna call him regular, because Peter, what we dealt with. Don't call no man common, right? So this is somebody that don't believe in the Most High, right? It's not that wicked what they doing. But if you're a servant of the Most High, it say this is exceedingly wicked, huh?
Right. All right, from all of these,
exceedingly, like making that chitlin pizza. You know, that was exceedingly wicked.
Wasn't it?
Hey, tell y'all man put it back on me. You know, stop blasting.
You gotta restrain yourself from all evil speaking of the brother. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you. Hey, I gotta watch him, man. Y'all gotta watch him, man. And then he like, hey, watch this right here. You know, just watch.
Hey, this lesson here knocking us all upside the head.
Man, everybody getting hit. Okay, restrain yourself then from all these, that you may live to Elohim, and you will be enrolled among those who restrain themselves in regard to these matters.
Come on, man. That's like a special school you getting in, right? But we talking about the kingdom, man. You're gonna be enrolled in the kingdom. Come on.
These then are the things from which you must restrain yourself. But listen, he says, to the things in regarding to which you do not have to exercise self-restraint, but which you ought to do. Do not restrain yourself in regard to that which is good, but do it. And tell me, master, I say, the nature of the good deeds, that I may walk in them and wait on them, so that doing them, I can be saved. Listen, he says, to the good deeds, huh?
Can I go back to how we said? We said, do not restrain yourself from doing good so that I may be saved. That reminds me of what we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? Just help them anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Adding on to our good works. when we read all the time, we say, and do what works? Good works. You ain't just say works, do good works, right? And this practice is what we read earlier, practicing goodness. You got it, all right.
Okay. Listen, he says, to the good deeds which you ought to do, and in regard to which there is no self-restraint requisite.
So there's no self-restraint required in these good deeds, right?
Right.
You don't have to restrain yourself from doing a good deed, right?
Hey, there ain't no law against what you say, doing the fruits of the spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
First of all, there is faith.
Mm-hmm.
In fear of the Most High.
We just read them though, right? We just read about that faith and we read about that fear, right?
And then we got love.
Come on, we read about that earlier too. We can't show no partiality, right? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. No partiality.
Concord.
That's being in one. That's no anger, right? That meaning being concordance with one another, right? In unity with one another. But if we all have that same belief in the Most High, right? And that's and be covered in that blood, it should be concord, unity.
Words of righteousness.
What kind of words?
Righteous words.
Now I'm gonna knock your head off. What kind of word it need to be?
Man, how my brother doing today? Everything good?
Right.
Truth.
Falsehood.
Truth. Hey, Yamel. When Shad said words of righteousness, don't be talking about what happened last night.
Hey, he lying too. That's falsehood too. That's falsehood too.
I was just telling the truth.
Hey, everybody was in there. But hey, guess what? Everybody was in there when I was knocking your head. You was stuttering and doing all that stuff.
I was just telling the truth, Pop. I was just telling the truth, man.
Nah.
hey, after righteousness, it said truth. Patience.
Right. And we dealt with that earlier.
Nothing is better, huh?
I said we dealt with that patience earlier too. Be patient of good understanding, right?
Right. Nothing is better in the life of men.
Crazy.
If anyone attends to these and does not restrain himself from them, he is blessed in his life.
So we can't restrain ourselves in walking in righteousness, man.
Right.
Quenching the spirit. We can't do this no longer. No longer. This is at a time we putting our foot down and our staff down. And we saying we ain't restraining from righteousness. Man, we walking in it. For sure.
Then there are the following attendant on these: helping widows, looking after orphans and the needy, rescuing the servants of the Most High from necessities.
Oh, from necessities. Servants of the Most High from necessities, right? So you can be a servant of the Most High, but you still thinking, oh, I need this, I need that, and I need that. Rescuing from that, and all you need is the Most High. Come on, you're a servant. Walk accordingly, right?
The being hospitable. For in hospitality, doing good finds a field.
And Abraham showed you that, right? The most hospitable.
Never opposing anyone. The being quiet. Having fewer needs than all men.
That's a quiet being.
Reverencing the aged, showing respect to the older man. You know.
I see you, big man. I see you, big eye.
Practicing righteousness, watching the brotherhood. Hey, that's what I be doing. I be watching the brotherhood.
Hey, and what they say before that, practicing righteousness, right? Because we practicing right now to get to the kingdom. It's a practice round right now.
Right.
Hey, but we already see in the kingdom, you know, just think about when Satan and his the third of them, you know, they was dwelling around the Most High. What happened? They still got thrown down. We need to practice righteousness so when we get to the big game, we sure and efficient, right? Or even when we get to the wilderness, we sure and efficient, right? Our practice then got us perfect, right? Practice makes perfect, what they used to say.
All right. All right. Bearing insolence and solence.
Right. So we read that. Insolence, you know. So if somebody being rude and disrespectful to you, you're bearing that. You're not being rude and disrespectful back to them, right? You're
not repaying evil for evil, right?
Right.
Being long-suffering. Encouraging those who are sick in the soul.
Sick where?
Sick in soul.
Sick in the flesh.
In the soul.
Come on, man. Come on. They sick in the soul. What we need to do, we need to encourage them.
Encourage yourself. Not casting those who have fallen into sin from the faith.
That's nasty right there. You see a nigga slip real quick. You like, man, look at him, right? But we look at these people on the corner all the time. We do talk bad about them, right? We need to watch ourselves too, right?
But turning them back and restoring them to peace of mind. Admonishing sinners.
What we need to do to a sinner?
Admonish them.
We need
to teach
them
the right way, right?
Right. Reprimand them firmly, right? Firmly. Because a sinner, you can come to him gentle. Hey, you shouldn't be doing this, you know. And sinner was like, man, get out of my face. Firmly reprimand the sinner, man.
Not oppressing debtors and the needy. And if there are any other actions like these, do these seem to you good? He says. For what, Master? I say, it's better than. For what I say is better than these.
Praises. Well, you know.
Walk then in them, he says, and do not restrain yourself from them.
Right.
And you will live to Elohim.
You gonna do what to the Most High?
Live to the Most High. Therefore, keep this commandment. If you do good and do not restrain yourself from it, you will live to Elohim. All who act thus will live to Elohim.
That's us now, too. We included now.
And again, if you refuse to do evil and restrain yourself from it, you will live to Elohim.
We got to refuse to do evil. Huh? That means
it's
going to approach us and we got to rebuke it, right? Refuse to do it, right?
Refuse it. And all will live to Elohim who keep these commandments and walk in them.
Praise the Most High, yeah. And that's for sure.
All praise to the Most High.
To the Most High, yeah.
Hey, this went hard too, boy.
It really did. Did.
It really, really, really did. I had to top big man.
It did. I ain't gonna lie, it knocked me all upside the head.
I was meek
and modest.
Hey, I was sad when he was like, oh yeah, this one didn't make the cut because, you know, I'm like, hey, going in. Praise, shut up. This is one of the best reasons we can understand.
Seriously.
You can't match that. You can't match.
Yeah, I might have to just post this one anyway.
You can't match getting understanding.
Yeah, just edit that cussing out.
If you can.
Yeah, I don't know if I can, but I wish I could, but it's all good.
For the mute, what they do on TV, big man, when they put like the when they put like they said cuss word.
Yeah, put them. Yeah. Put a hashtag and a
like excuse the rude speech.
2 hours and 15 seconds. Don't don't worry about that.
Hey, all praise to the Most High Yah for that understanding, Milton. That's for
All
sure.
praises.
Yeah, all praises, man. I got me some good word in today with that.
Yes, sir.
That was knocking me on the head, like Jabay said.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
Right.
then I was seeing why, what happened to me in my situation. So
that building up, the edification. That would come to the assembly for, right? For that edification. All we do is thank the Most High for that. He's trying to show us, hey, you're gonna be my servant. This is how you walk.
For sure. For sure.
Thank you for that. For sure.
Yeah.
And do it, right? And do it.
Okay, Psalm 88 out.
Okay, let's get it then. Switch books real quick. Oh no, ooh, that was nasty. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I'm like, man,
This was a good one.
Height. Yeah, y'all keep brother spirit height to walk in that set apart spirit. Not don't let it get darkened, right?
For sure. For sure.
Exactly.
88. Okay. Psalms 88. Oh yeah, Elohim of my deliverance. By day I have cried out, in the night also before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. For my being is filled with evils, and my life draws near to Sheol. I have been reckoned among those who go down to the pit. I have become like a man who has no strength. Released among the dead, like slain ones lying in the burial sites, whom you have remembered no more, and who have been cut off from your hand. You have put me in the lowest pit, in dark places, in the depths. Your wrath has rested heavily upon me. You have afflicted me with all your breakers. Selah. You have put away my friends far from me. You have made me an abomination to them. I am shut in and do not go out. My eye grows dim because of affliction. Yeah, I have called upon you all day long. I have stretched out my hand to you. Will you work wonders for the dead? Will the dead rise to praise you? Selah. Is your loving commitment declared in the burial site? Your trustworthiness in the place of destruction? Are your wonders known in the dark, and your righteousness in the land of no remembrance? But unto you, I have cried, O Yah, and in the morning my prayer comes before you. Our praises. Yahuwah, why do you reject me? Why do you hide your face from me? I am afflicted and dying from childhood. I have borne frightening matters from you. I am in despair. Your fierce wrath has gone over me. Your onslaughters have cut me off. They surround me like waters all day long. They close in upon me altogether. You have put you have put loved one and companion far from me. Darkness is my close friend. Praise Yah
praise Yah. Hallelujah.
Right, for salvation, repentance, that we can repent to the Most High. That light is our close friend, right? Come on. That's what we walking in. We have darkness was our close friend. We dealt with that earlier, right? Darkness was our close friend. and the mode of life that we walked in before, right, was our close friend, right? But our conversion, right, that we just read, that conversion, light is our close friend.
And that was a good read too, boy.
Definitely.
I was like, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, you know, but even I want to listen to it again just because it was, like Jermaine said, just slapping everybody in the face.
Right. That was instant correction. You feel me? The Most High.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful because the Most High said, if you're gonna be a servant of me, man, walk accordingly. Right? Right. So
Right.
that's just the reproval that we need. You know, it's like we just be like, yeah, we righteous, but are we walking accordingly? Right? So step our game up. All praise to the Most High. We step our game up out here. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
He showed us how to step it up. That's what we gonna do, for sure. Hey man, matter of fact, tell him, hey, tell him.